Pittsburgh, WOZN Madison. Madison Sports Talk Station, The Zone. This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, the senior night for the Wisconsin Badgers as they close out the whole portion of their schedule by dominating Maryland 78-45 last night at the Kohl Center. Braden Carrington led the way with 18 points. John Blackwell had 14. Isaac Gard even got late in the game for a 3. Here's more from head coach Greg Gard.
Proud of my 3 seniors that played, and obviously the 4th one there at the end with my son. But I thought from a team standpoint, we did a lot of good things defensively. Took us a little bit to get clicking and making some shots offensively, but a lot of good contributions up and down the lineup.
Some bad news, though. Big man Nolan Winter went down rolling his left ankle in the second half. Gard said they'll know more today, but early indications last night saying they avoided the worst. The Badgers will now head to Purdue on Saturday to close out the regular season. Turning to the Bucks in his second game back since returning from a right calf strain, Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 24 points. It was not enough as the Deer would fall 131-113 to the Atlanta Hawks last night at the Pfizer Forum. Milwaukee, who sits 26-35 on the year, fell 5 games behind Atlanta and Charlotte, who are tied for 9th in the Eastern Conference standings. Up next for the Bucks, they'll host the Jazz on Saturday.
For nearly 40 years, ABC of Wisconsin has been helping men and women transform themselves into well-paid, productive members of their construction teams. Today, we have 2,000 active apprentices in 10 different skilled trade programs, and we educate individuals in more trades than anyone else. To get your career started, go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are bringing back running back Chris Brooks back on a 2-year deal. Brooks was slated to be a restricted free agent, had nearly 200 yards from scrimmage last year, and played special teams. It's reportedly a deal worth $4.85 million. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
Yeah. There we go. Turn it on and rip the knob off. Better than a cup of coffee. Hell, maybe. Could be just as good. Come on here, dear boy, and have a cigar. You're gonna go far. The human victory cigar goes by the name of Isaac Gard. Yes, sir.
Come in here, dear boy, have a cigar. You're gonna go far. You're gonna fly high.
Last night, senior night, your Wisconsin Badgers absolutely tune up in their final home game of the regular season, Maryland. 78-45 win. It is just fantastic. Playing in his final game in Madison, 4 seniors. Braden Carrington, 18 points, hitting 4 3-pointers on 8 shots. But the name of the game was, it wasn't Nick Boyd. It wasn't Carrington. It wasn't, John Blackwell with his 14. The real moment belonged to the human victory cigar. Isaac Gard. I'm going to play it here in a second. I just wanted to hear a little Floyd. This song, if you're not familiar, Have a Cigar. Yeah, the human victory cigar. I got 2 different calls. Let's hit it.
Or so for Guard. That would fire. Yes! He catches it, thought about it. Standing right in front of his dad. Do you think Dad... I'd love to see that again. See if Dad said, shoot it. He's right in front of him. Let it go.
Shoot it.
Hard family will remember forever.
Isaac Guard, the standing ovation. Hugs Dad. Greg Guard. Final game at home at the Kohl Center as a senior. Let's hear it from the other side, too. Listen to the crowd chanting, "We want Isaac."
We want Isaac!
You want him, you got him. That will pay.
Hard logo 3, left side, got him! Isaac Guard with a logo 3 on senior night! Isaac hit his 3, he'll come out, and he'll wave to the crowd as his dad waits for him.
What a moment. What a moment. Again, Isaac Guard, the human victory cigar right there. Your Wisconsin Badgers win again. Tune up, Maryland, 78-45. There was, not to deter from the feel-good stuff, Nolan Winter went down in the second half with a rolled left ankle. Now his right ankle has been the one bothering him all season. This one's the left ankle. Gardo did say after the game that hopefully it seemed like they avoided major injuries. So we'll see when it comes to Nolan Winter more today. But again, looking at the game last night, it was kind of over before it even started. Wisconsin came out and just started spanking ass. Just started whooping ass, dude. Isaac Guard couldn't have planned it any better. Besides maybe getting the start, but we all probably figured that wasn't happening. Isaac Guard coming in, hitting the thanks to Wisconsin Radio Network right there. But again, one more, just the crowd chanting, and then the call from LePay, dude. We do want Isaac.
Large logo 3, left side, got him! Isaac Guard with a logo 3 on senior night!
Awesome, dude.
Isaac hit his 3, he'll come out, and he'll wave to the crowd as his dad waits for him.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, listen, when Isaac Guard's in the game, you're smoking on that Guard pack, dude. That's the human victory cigar. It's nice to see it. And we got comments from Greg Guard after the game talking about it. What a moment, though. The Guard pop is a real thing. Zach Heilprin, our sports director, who was obviously covering the game last night, he had the video he called it the Guard pop. And the Guard pop, let's see here. I'll play the video. This is from Zach's phone. I haven't listened to it yet, but listen for the Guard pop. The Guard pop. There you go. The Guard pop. Right on the T of the word court there on the logo. The only thing that maybe would have made it better if he was on the C from the other side for Culver's. And then you get that man a Butterburger. 608-321-1670. This guy was at the game last night. Mike in Portage?
Good morning.
What's up, brother? What's happening?
I've been to a number of Big Badger moments, but this one was one of my favorites by far. I mean, obviously the blowout. But I told my dad, I said, we're not leaving until Isaac Guard comes in and makes a shot.
Was there a question? Were you guys talking about leaving the game, though?
Other people were leaving and stuff. We were up big. I said, we are not leaving. And some of my other friends that were at the game, they laughed.
Wow.
I said, Isaac Guard is coming in. It's freaking senior night. So this is going to be crazy. So he comes in, we're all chanting and stuff. right before this, Nolan Winter went down and like sucked the energy out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
But then he comes in and Isaac comes in and fires everybody right back up. So we're chanting, they're celebrating. He misses that first three, and then they definitely had the play set up for him. He comes around and he hits that shot, and the roof blew off the building.
The guard pop.
The guard pop. It freaking the house was just rocking when he hits that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the embrace with his dad coming off the court.
Did you hug your dad after you saw Isaac hug his?
No, but
No.
there was not a.
That wasn't a good father-son moment. No.
We high-fived.
Oh, okay. You and your dad hug?
No, we didn't hug.
No, I mean, are you guys do you have like a hugging?
Yeah.
Like a little ass out, like a little back tap kind of thing.
Like the bro hug, like dabbing it up,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was unbelievable last night. that shot. Who would think that Isaac Guard would be part of a memorable moment like that to get the Cole Center?
It was a special moment, Mike, and hopefully, for father and sons out there everywhere, a moment to kind of just take back and reflect on a relationship with your a father-son relationship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What else did you do?
What else I do?
You said you won tickets, right? And you had 6 free slices at Ian's. What did you end up doing for pregame?
Went there, got some pizza, then went over to the Nitty for a couple beers.
Couple burrs?
Yeah, a couple beers.
Nice.
On the way down, I had to kill some time, so we stopped at some sporting goods stores and whatnot.
Cool. Did you check out the State Street at all?
No.
No?
We did not.
No. Okay.
The Badgers started off slow, were cold, but playing really, really good defense. And then we worked out the kinks, got it going, and just freaking dominated.
Yeah, I mean, they're cold from beyond the arc, but then it just, imposed their will. Wisconsin's a great team.
The defense played great last night. I mean, I know Maryland stinks, but a defense that plays like they did last night, it's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Well, Mike, I'm glad you... Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, did Purdue win last night? I didn't even look. It's got up.
Well, let's see. Purdue, they won 70-66 over Northwestern.
They were down to Northwestern at the end, towards the end there. I was kind of hoping that they'd lose.
Yep.
But
final game on Saturday against Purdue down in West Lafayette.
Go Badgers.
Yes, sir.
Beat them Boilermakers.
All right, Mike. Good stuff, brother. See you, man.
I see it.
The guard pop last night. 608-321-1670. The guard pop, baby. Oh, yeah. One more time for this is from Zach Heilprin. Not on the TV broadcast, straight from his phone. The guard pop. He gets the ball. The crowd goes silent, waited with bated breath. And then the guard pop. The guard pop. We got the RJ pop right now. Good morning, RJ. Yeah. What's going on, man? What's happening?
Nothing like the old kind of sarcastic cheer to get your blood.
I don't think there's any sarcasm about it.
Well, it's like
no, everyone walking into that game last night said to themselves, I bet, at one point, I need to see Isaac Guard hit a 3.
No, absolutely.
I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got against Guard.
It was a cool moment, though.
Yeah, and they hugged. It was nice. It was good. It was great. All right, 608-321-1670. Kinger continuing to pop off. Kinger, Marquette is absolute turds. I know they beat the Providence, the Friars last night. They stink. Are you even going to get a cheer for them in the NIT? You might as well just hop on the bandwagon, dude.
I don't know. Marquette seems like a school that doesn't go to the NIT.
They're terrible. Yeah, I don't. You got a team that's just dogging other teams in Wisconsin, and here you are just running your mouth about Marquette. Marquette stinks. They stink. You might as well hop back on the Badger bandwagon, dude.
We'll take you.
Yeah, we'll take you back with open arms. You don't even have to apologize. You just got to nod your head, and that's it.
That's it, man.
That's it. Line 2, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Scott, Cloud 9.
Fantastic.
You were talking about something yesterday, and trying to call in the second time. You were talking about the caller Thomas. Okay.
Scott, we're not bringing him up anymore though. We're not giving it any life.
No, I'm not going to talk about him.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a reference point. You were talking about you not getting mad and it was unusual for you to get upset. I had a situation, would have been like a month ago. You know how to play euchre, I assume, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm a Wisconsinite, of course.
Yeah.
We had this guy that thought he knew everything, and then he starts saying, "Well, I'm a professional. You have to listen to me." It was that set me off.
Yep.
You know, first of all, you know, it's an older group of people, so it's a casual game.
Yeah.
And you tell me how to play. I said, I think I played since I was a kid.
Yep.
And then he sits there and says, "Well, I'm a professional euchre player." Is there such a thing as a professional euchre player?
Probably.
Oh yeah, if you're a Wisconsinite, I figured you were, but I don't know, Scott.
No, I'm being a little sarcastic, but my point is, euchre is more luck than skill.
There's skill involved in euchre, Scott. Also, there's you gotta know, Scott. Do you run? And you can be honest with me. You can be truthful. You run a little table talk. You run a little secret code underneath. A little tap with your foot. A little table talk. A little wink wink.
No. But I know how to count cards.
You're like Rain Man.
That's not
Definitely a right bower. Definitely left bower. Definitely.
It's we have a euchre tournament on Fridays at the senior center. That's why I bring this up.
Yeah.
We have 25 people usually.
Nice, dude. Yeah, you probably run shop on those fools, don't you?
We play 8 games. We play 2 rounds of deal. Mm-hmm. The best score I got was a 72.
Scott, you dog you. Yeah, Scott, I looked it up. There is no widely recognized full-time, quote, professional circuit for euchre. At the same name as like poker or something, or sanctioned tournaments.
I mean, I understand everybody likes to help everybody, but when you make a statement and you say, "I'm a professional, you need to listen to me."
Well, here's the World Euchre Federation. WorldEuchreFederation.com. Scott, we got to get you in here. Maybe this guy's in this.
Well, you know,
sounded like he was kind of a D-bag, if you ask me.
Well, the thing about it is,
what's his name?
Then he apologized. He didn't say anything since. I said, "That's fine."
Oh, okay. You kind of showed him up a little bit. Good.
I don't like doing that, and I'm like you. I don't like doing that.
No, you're a nice guy. You don't like showing people up, but if you got it, you got it. You know.
Well,
sometimes the peacock's got to spread his feathers, Scott. You know.
Well, here's the thing: when he said he's a professional, I thought, "Aren't you an arrogant a-hole?"
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you gotta smack him down a little bit, take him down a couple pegs. Yep. I get it.
Well, he hasn't been there since.
Scott, you said no more Mr. Nice Guy. Smack him around.
Mr. Alice Cooper.
There you go.
Rocking down the highway. Who did it?
I don't remember. No.
Yeah.
Doobie Brothers?
Yeah. Doobie Brothers, yeah. Locomotive Breath.
Jethro Tull.
Poor pitiful me.
That wannabe euchre player, pro euchre player that you smacked down, Linda Ronstadt.
Right on both counts. Never been to Spain.
Three Dog Night.
Yep. Baker Street.
Oh,
Jerry
Rafferty.
Yep. Taking it to the streets.
Doobie Brothers.
In the air tonight.
Phil Collins.
Didn't they use it on Miami Vice?
The band Nonpoint remade it in the.
Yeah, but yes,
yes,
correct on both accounts.
Yeah, Get Down Tonight.
Cool in the Gang.
Yeah.
You're right.
The Sunshine Man. Casey and the Sunshine Man.
You were right the first time.
Thank you.
Burning for You.
Blue Oyster Cult.
The original Live and Let Die.
Paul McCartney and
We.
Well, even like I said, I tried to get yesterday, and I couldn't.
Yep. Scott, you're a treasure. You're a treat. I would never try to upstage you either, Scotty. We love you, bud.
Love you. Have a good day, man.
You too.
Have it.
Yep. Scott said, "No more Mr. Nice Guy." Sometimes the peacock has got to spread its feathers. Let him know. Scotty was peacocking on him.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the streaming service there.
No. We'll come right back though. Stick around.
Got to kick him off the tour. He's not breaking any rules.
This is Over the Line.
But it's a disgrace to the game.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
We got some streaming online, twitch.tv, also YouTube. Search Ebo Says, hit the follow button, the subscribe button. on Twitter as well, at Ebo Says. We got a little conversation going on the Twitch chat about when does NFL free agency actually begin? Well, it's Wednesday is when teams can and players can officially sign deals that they have agreed on to beforehand. So if you want to get the actually guy or the tech, actually you can officially start signing Wednesday at 3:00 Central. Well, actually, when in reality is legal tampering begins on Monday at 11 a.m. Central. Well. So when is it official for you, I guess? Because you'll see the Ian Rappaports, the Adam Schefters, everyone on Monday being like, oh, so-and-so is going here and so-and-so is going there. And then on Wednesday is when they can officially sign those contracts. But Monday is when you announce or the agents announce of who's going where and kind of for what. And then you'll get more information on Wednesday. So legal tampering begins Monday at 11. This is when agents can enter contract negotiations on behalf of their clients with prospective teams. And then during March 9th and 10th, some free agency deals will be leaked or publicized in the media, but they cannot be signed until the new league year begins on Wednesday. Legal tampering starting Monday at 11 Central a.m. I love legal tampering, RJ.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like, all right.
You're still under contract.
But it's like you're cheating on your spouse. You're cheating on your spouse, and then you get a couple of days to decide if you want to keep cheating or stay with the one that go with the new person, the new spouse, or the new individual, or stay with your old spouse. And usually the guys that got caught cheating on Monday go with the new more exciting one. So usually when you get the information,
we have learned
come Wednesday they're not going back with their wives. They're going with the new, the new side. The side piece is now the main piece. Is what I'm trying to get with here.
Correct.
Yeah. So I guess when does it begin? Depends on how you look at it. It's like if you get people on their second marriages. When did your relationship begin? When you started, stepping out on the first one, or when it is you got married to the second one? Like when does the relationship really begin? I would say probably when you made the decision to, go behind other people's backs, and that'll
do it.
I think that to me is when the relationship began. But all contact, so the rules during the legal tampering period, all contact must go through the player's agent, meaning NFL teams are not allowed to speak directly with players during the tampering period. If a team wants to meet with the player, speak with them directly, or if a player wishes to visit a team facility, that must wait until free agency is officially underway on Wednesday. But I feel like you still could be talking, I'm gonna go through this person to get to this person. If it is discovered that a team contacted the player too early or negotiated a deal before the tampering period, the league can discipline the team with a fine or a removal of draft picks. Remember when the Miami's owner was meeting with Tom Brady on a yacht having lunch? Yeah. They got in trouble for that. They did. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, though. They still had lunch on a. I guess Brady didn't go there, but
he didn't go there, so it kind of did matter.
Brady was just out there. Hey, man, my wife's sleeping with her jiu-jitsu trainer. Okay, I need to find something that will make me happy. I guess I'll go have lunch on a yacht with Miami Dolphins owner. The tampering period is mostly for players joining new teams. Teams are allowed to negotiate with their own free agents before the tampering window and can even sign them new deal before free agency, like the Packers yesterday. The Packers, this is some riveting news right here. Chris Brooks coming back. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I know that would get people all fired up here. Chris Brooks coming back. That happened yesterday. He got a 2-year deal worth $4.85 million. He had almost 200 yards from scrimmage. Was a big special teams guy. So there you go. 608-321-1670, line 1. Good morning.
Terry, President.
Terry, you cut out. Terry, the king of the north. Terry, are you there?
Yeah, am I back now?
Yeah, Terry, what's up, brothers? Do it again. It's Terry. Do it again.
Terry from the north side.
There we go, baby. What's up, Terry?
Ebo, I really want to go back and talk about free agency, and in the NFL.
Yes, please.
I believe what is it 5 years? 5 years before you finally get before you get loose, you get turned loose.
Sure, yes.
I mean, what is the NFL minimum for a rookie? Would you sign a rookie contract? How many years is that before you become a free agent?
Isn't that?
Is it 5?
I think is it 4 or 5? All drafted rookies sign 4-year deals. That's like the minimum. I think you could get a 5 though, but there's first round picks include a guaranteed 5th-year team option. So 4 years, first round picks, guaranteed 5th-year team option.
So after the 5th year, the team has an option to sign you for the 6th year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's what my question is to you today, sir.
What's the question, Terry?
My question to you is, sir. After 6 years, a guy becomes a free agent. Is his career pretty much done?
For most, Terry, I mean, what's the average NFL career? Like a little less than 3.5 years. So, I mean, yeah. But if you're good, you're good, and you stick on for a while.
Well, I was looking at these defensive ends the Bears are looking at.
Mm-hmm.
The guy from the Bengals for one. The guy from the Raiders is one. Are their careers over? Especially the Bengals. The Bengals guy. Listen, he's been hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, both guys have been hurt.
Yep.
So if you invest a whole lot of money in these two players, I mean, what do they have left?
Are you talking about Trey Hendrickson for the Bengals, Terry? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hendrickson, yeah, and the guy from the Raiders. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I would say some of these guys, Terry, some of them are built a little different. So, yeah, they've been have injuries, but they're so good at what they do and rehabbing and coming back that they still have a lot more left in the tank than, say, someone that you'd give a try on a rookie deal. Like they know how to operate in the NFL. They know how to keep, they know how to do it. There's a couple of them that are built like Trey Hendrickson built a little different. You know this. You've seen players though that like some transcend others. Like there's a majority of them that don't make it like 3 to 4 years, and there's a handful of them that can able to like ascend to a new plane and are able to stay, at a high level longer than others.
And Ebo, here's a question for you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
What do you consider a high labor? So what do you think is that very successful year?
What do I think is a successful year? Like, what do you
mean?
Like
for these guys,
being like a Pro Bowler or like getting sacks?
I'm talking about Hendricks. I'm talking about the guy from the Raiders. So if you were to sign them for God knows how much money, what do you consider successful?
You'd have to see it on the field. I would say getting after like in these instances, getting sacks, being a force on the defensive side of the ball, being a impact on the roster. You have to see it all unfold. But I mean, would anyone find a successful season, Terry?
You see, here's why I question that. When it comes to teams, when it comes to last place teams, yes, sometimes guys have career days against last place teams. Okay, we know many of them. Yeah. But you play it. Listen, I'll mention J.J. Watt. Okay, everybody can. J.J. Watt is a Hall of Famer. Blah 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 blah. But in the playoffs, he had 1 sack. He's never took his team to the next level. All the money he made, he never could take the Houston program to the next level. Never.
Oh, I mean, could you say though that the reason why they're so relevant and they're having an opportunity to be at that level because of J.J. Watt? He just needed in the team game someone else to step up, like a quarterback.
Well, is the quarterback more?
Because J.J. Watt only plays one side of the ball. They need other players too. It's the ultimate team sport.
If he makes more money than the quarterback, shouldn't he step up?
Well, wouldn't you say that he would kept them in all those games and someone offensively should have stepped up?
2-time defensive player of the year.
Is the defensive end more valuable than a quarterback?
Well, there's 3 phases to a game, Terry. You know this: offense, defense, and special teams. If J.J. Watt's doing and holding his end of the deal up, someone else on the offensive side of the ball need to do it because J.J. Watt's not out there.
Ebo, if a defensive end makes more money than the quarterback, because he's defensive and not hold more category than a quarterback.
Yeah, but what if he was, holding his category, a Hall of Famer doing it? It's just on the other side of the ball, no one was holding up their end of the bargain.
I'm talking about Hall of Famers, Evo. You know what I'm talking about now. J.J. Watt considered a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he only plays one side of the ball. He's only defense.
No, he's won one playoff game.
Yeah, but it's a team sport. He doesn't play offense.
But would you argue the same thing about a quarterback?
Oh, okay, Aaron Rodgers, Terry. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Do you think Aaron Rodgers lost all those playoff games? Did Aaron Rodgers not hold up his end of the bargain, or was it the defensive side of the ball that didn't do their job?
I've always said this about Aaron Rodgers. In the regular season, and I quote, for you people who are listening at home, in the regular season, Aaron Rodgers is probably one of the best ever. In the playoffs, he sucked.
See, Terry, the Packers defense with Aaron Rodgers there, they gave up, let's see here. During Aaron Rodgers' 21 playoff games with the Packers, the defensive special teams allowed an average of 25.57 points per game. In their 10 postseason losses, the defense gave up 33.5 points per game.
That's not good.
You remember the 49ers game where the kick was blocked?
Yeah, the special team, yes.
Oh, I didn't know Aaron Rodgers
Special
kicks
teams.
or holds or snaps.
Oh, my God. Really? Guys, come on.
Terry, the defense for Rodgers gave up 33.5 points per game in their losses. That's absurd.
That is pretty bad.
But if Rodgers was this Hall of Fame quarterback, why couldn't he match that?
Why couldn't he score more than 35 points in an NFL game in the playoffs? When the
Yeah.
because when you're in the playoffs, you have pretty good defenses to elite defenses. You tell me Aaron Rodgers needed to score almost 40 points in a playoff game? You're going to let the defense have a pass on that?
If he is, who yes. If you're a Hall of Fame quarterback, you do. You know, I was listening to the stats of Joe Burrows of the Bengals. I keep hearing this all the time. Joe Burrows, like 2 or 3 times, led the Bengals to 2 or 3 championships, 2 AFC championships.
Mm-hmm.
But the same means their defense sucked.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, Joe Burrows took them to the next level.
Yeah.
He took them to the next level.
So Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs averaged 28 points per game. 28 points per game.
In the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers.
Once you say that's pretty good.
Averaged 4 touchdowns a game.
He sucked.
So, averaging 4 touchdowns a game is sucking.
Well, if you don't come out on top, yes, because you know why?
Because his defense, which he doesn't play, gave up 34 points a game.
I don't know if we're going to come to it. Terry, this is what I love about it. I don't think we're going to come to an agreement on this, Terry, and that's fine. That's why we love talking sports with you.
No, I'm just saying is in the 49er game, where the kick was blocked.
Yeah, by special teams.
The 49ers recovered. I don't remember that being a 34-point game.
I don't think we're going to come to an agreement on this, Terry.
Ebo.
Yes, I understand.
The kick was blocked in the end zone. Ebo.
Yeah.
The guy pushed the center back to the punter. Yeah. The kick was blocked. Yep. In a game the Packers dominated.
Yep.
Damn it.
And the 49ers won because of the center sticking his butt back in the punter's face was blocked. Yeah. And what happened? They recovered for a touchdown, Ebo.
Yep. And Aaron Rodgers was not on any of the field for any of those plays.
But he only scored 7 points.
Yes, I would give Aaron Rodgers the blame, the second most blame in that loss. Special teams would be first.
In the regular season, Aaron Rodgers may have been the greatest quarterback ever. In the regular season. In the playoffs, not so.
Terry, we got to hit a break, but I love the conversation, though, Terry. I love the conversation.
No, I'm just saying is this. If you're gonna, it's like we're talking about. I hate to say topic, like Greg Gard. Greg Gard is the greatest coach in America in the regular season.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Terry,
where is Greg Gard in March? Yeah, they had a big hug, all the hugs and kisses. Let's see where Greg Gard ends up in March.
Let's do it, Terry. We're going to do it again coming up here. We're going to do it again.
Yeah. So, I've always asked you this question.
Yeah.
You always say, it's Greg Gard and the Wisconsin Badgers.
Yep.
So if Greg Gard loses in March, is it his fault for winning, or is it or not? Does he get a pat in the back for winning, or does he get blamed for losing?
Yep.
And you never answered my question on that.
Well, we're gonna see what happens in a couple weeks.
All you
Terry.
said was no. All you said was Emo.
Terry, we gotta go. Terry, we gotta run here.
All you said was Emo.
Yeah. Hello.
Emo.
Yeah.
All you said was this.
Yes.
The Badgers can win and lose any game.
Yeah. True.
But you did not answer my question when I said, if Greg Gard gets credit when they're winning, does he get blamed for losing? And you would not answer my question.
Well, and Terry, I can't answer now because we got to go to break, brother. We love you.
Yeah. You always find a way to bail out.
Well, Terry, you've been rambling on for like 10 minutes. We love you, Terry.
Take care, brother.
That's
Go,
it.
guys.
I don't think Terry was ever going to stop talking.
No. That was not going to end. That was a filibuster. That was on topic, surprisingly.
Well, we started with Trey Hendrickson and ended up on Greg Gard.
Well, but
we're I gotta hit a break. We'll come right back.
Serious, man. You cannot be serious.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
I need a flow chart. Terry, the King of the North, just called in. Terry, I love your calls. They always make you think. Terry, I think we started with the Bears potentially going after Trey Hendrickson, to J.J. Watt not being able to help the Texans win playoff games, then to Aaron Rodgers being the reason why the Packers defense gave up over 35 points and not winning more, to Greg Gard not getting farther in March. I think that was the flow chart.
That sounds about right.
I love it. I love the passion, Terry. I love the bravado. It's entertaining, and it makes you think. So thank you, Terry. It's 608-321. Those are the calls I like. 608-321-1670. I also want to. So we got Wisconsin basketball, and Terry. We all want to see Greg Gard and the Badgers go farther in March. We don't want to lose to a founding father again.
Never.
Losing to James Madison, a short little man, that hurt. Like that wasn't good. And obviously, the Badgers as a team went pretty cold. I didn't see Greg Gard shooting the ball. Last night, though, against Maryland, Maryland's not to be confused with the tournament team.
Wow.
But Maryland,
first half.
The Badgers were cold, and then they came back and were able to staunch defense.
It was colder, which was awesome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Wisconsin. The fewest points Maryland has ever posted against Wisconsin in the shot clock era. It was also Maryland's lowest point total of the season. Wisconsin, let's see, your Badgers shot 48% and made 42% from three-point range. And the Badgers scored 44 second-half points. Badgers just put it on. And then at the end there, Isaac Gard, the human victory cigar, getting it done.
4-3.
That was nice. That was really nice. Getting a big old hug from his dad.
Wiping a few tears away.
Yeah. No, Mike and Portage was there with his dad. You thought maybe a moment like that would have inspired you to hug your own father in this? He said, no, we just kind of gave like a high five.
Yeah.
Each
their own.
Each their own. Each their own. We got comments from Gardo coming up. RJ, I also want to get to, there's a new burger war going down with CEOs. A little off the beaten sports path.
That's burger war?
I'll explain.
Okay.
I'll explain. Coming up. Stick around.
Hey, mama, it's me, your oldest son. Not the one who still believes that one day you won't be on the run. just wanted to tell you I'm alive and doing fine. So how are you? Me out for dead when I was only one. I won't take up too much time. I just wanted to tell you I'm alive and doing fine. I'm not looking for your money or even a hug. I've never known your love.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's a new burger war going down, and a bunch of the chains have all entered the chat. It's after McDonald's CEO made a video about the big arch. I'll explain coming up. We got Burger King involved. We got Wendy's and now A&W. Throw their hat in the ring.
Underrated kind of burger there. Normally I go for the Coney dogs, though.
Yeah.
Coney dog, a root beer, and now they got like a root beer freeze.
Really?
That's pretty good. Root beer float.
I stole
and then a root beer freeze, something like that. It's like all mixed up.
I should rephrase that. I borrowed a lot of mugs from A&W when I was
I did too.
in high school.
Yeah.
I haven't returned them. In fact, I don't even know where they are anymore.
Well,
But I borrowed them. The one in Dodgeville I don't think is in existence anymore. So if you're looking for them, I guess they're mine now.
I am the captain now.
They're my mugs now. Anyways, I'll explain that coming up. Yesterday, though, the Brewers 2 days ago lost to Great Britain. Pat Murphy called it pathetic. Piss poor was the exact words.
Piss posh.
Piss poor. Great Britain even had, they even brought a painter. He brought a little easel and a canvas, and he painted the baseball game.
That's not what baseball's about.
They proclaimed it was bringing a little refinement to the game of baseball. We don't need some Brits trying to refine the game of baseball.
Find a game of cricket.
Yeah, how about you go paint cricket?
Go ruin
That was really
cricket.
cool. It was a cool picture, though.
It was.
That he painted. Yeah. But we brought a little refinement, Lovey. Would you like some tea? Maybe some beans on your spud? No. I want a hot dog. Do they even sell Cracker Jacks anymore?
Probably.
Are Cracker Jacks still? Have they gone bankrupt? Is that a relic of the past now? When's the last time you seen or bought Cracker Jacks? Is it even around?
I mean, they sell caramel corn.
Do they have Cracker Jacks at the ballpark still?
They got to.
Give me a hot dog and a nice American beer. Thank you. I don't need any refinement. I'm gonna get drunk in a parking lot and grill meat. Okay? I'm gonna walk in there and buy a $14 light beer.
Yep.
A domestic. Thank you.
You can get a 30-pack of Cracker Jacks at Sam's Club for $11.
Then I'm gonna put maybe spill some nacho cheese in a plastic helmet full of microplastics on my shirt too. I don't need refinement.
They still got the prizes inside.
Yeah, I don't need refinement. I need sloppiness. Anyways, Christian Yelich, his little Cactus League debut yesterday.
That mental hurdle. Yelich in the air to center. Got some carry on it. Still back and gone. Welcome back, Christian Yelich. He goes yard.
There you go.
Boy, that ball carried, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Going out to center.
I carried.
The ball just kept going. Didn't want to come down.
Nope.
That mental
He never wants to
hurdle.
come back down. And that was about it for the Brewers yesterday against the Cubs. So
doesn't matter.
That's about it. The offense again, I think could be described from Pat Murphy as piss poor. Piss poor, maybe, RJ? Piss poor. As the Brewers, they do fall. That was the only run that was there from Christian Yelich. So there's a big article from Adam McKelvey that I want to get to about the Brewers offense. So I'll do that. But yeah, I don't need refinement in my game, all right? I don't need a little, the Brits. Still can't get over the fact that the Brewers got smoked by them. Mizorowski's musket was good enough. Everyone else, though, I think was firing. All right, we'll come back. Big game, big, huge win last night. Isaac Gard. Big hug from his dad, Greg Gard. We got that around the way. Stick around. Be right back.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, it was senior night for the Wisconsin Badgers as they closed out the home portion of their schedule by dominating Maryland 78-45 last night at the Kohl Center. Braden Carrington led the way with 18 points. John Blackwell had 14. Isaac Gard even got late in the game for a 3. Here's more from head coach Greg Gard.
Proud of my 3 seniors that played, and obviously the 4th one there at the end with my son. But I thought from a team standpoint, we did a lot of good things defensively. Took us a little bit to get clicking and making some shots offensively, but a lot of good contributions up and down the lineup.
Some bad news, though. Big man Nolan Winter went down rolling his left ankle in the second half. Gard said they'll know more today, but early indications last night saying they avoided the worst. The Badgers will now head to Purdue on Saturday to close out the regular season. Turning to the Bucks in his second game back since returning from a right calf strain, Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 24 points. It was not enough as the Deer would fall 131-113 to the Atlanta Hawks last night at the Pfizer Forum. Milwaukee, who sits 26-35 on the year, fell 5 games behind Atlanta and Charlotte, who are tied for 9th in the Eastern Conference standings. Up next for the Bucks, they'll host the Jazz on Saturday.
For nearly 40 years, ABC of Wisconsin has been helping men and women transform themselves into well-paid, productive members of their construction teams. Today, we have 2,000 active apprentices in 10 different skilled trade programs, and we educate individuals in more trades than anyone else. To get your career started, go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are bringing back running back Chris Brooks back on a 2-year deal. Brooks was slated to be a restricted free agent, had nearly 200 yards from scrimmage last year, and played special teams. It's reportedly a deal worth $4.85 million. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
Smoking on that Gard pack. Isaac Gard, the Human Victory Cigar. What a moment last night at the Kohl Center. Isaac Gard, downtown, logo 3. Drains it, the Gard pop. You could hear everyone just inhale. And then when it hit, it went nuts. And we were smoking on the Human Victory Cigar. Isaac Gard. Yeah, buddy. Let's see here. Thank you, Boston. Appreciate you on that one. Isaac, there's a couple calls here. We'll go to the TV one.
Or so for Gard. That would fire. Yes!
He got in there with 3 minutes.
Catches it, thought about it.
Yeah.
Standing right in front of his dad. You think Dad... I'd love to see that again. See if Dad said, shoot it. He's right in front of him. Let it go. Gard family will remember forever.
Smoking on that Gard pack. Smoking. Isaac Gard, the Human Victory Cigar. Let's do it on this one, too. You can hear the crowd chanting, "We want Isaac." And then Matt LePay with the call, baby.
Gard, logo 3, left side, got it! Isaac Gard with a logo 3 on senior night!
The Human Victory Cigar.
Isaac hit his 3, he'll come out, and he'll wave to the crowd as his dad waits for him.
Yeah, man. Pretty cool. Cool moment. We got comments from Gardo around the way. We'll get to that. Also, R.I.P. Lou Holtz. I saw this. Lou Holtz, R.I.P. Lou Holtz passing away. Saw that this morning when I got up at the age of 89. Lou Holtz, the quick-witted college football coach who led Notre Dame to a national championship in 1988 and got a master at rebuilding programs. Age of 89 has passed away. Died in Orlando, Florida, where he was surrounded by family. The cause of death not provided by the family, but R.I.P. to Lou Holtz. Mike in Portage said, what did you say here? Do not disrespect him. Legendary coach, Lou Holtz. I don't think anyone was planning on disrespecting him, Mike.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Lou Holtz. In case you missed it. I think there was a thing on it right here.
Notre Dame has won it.
He was a motivator.
You're the heart and soul of this program.
He was an analyst.
Coach Kiffin doesn't want to make the decision, but it's not good for the football team.
And he was a champion.
Notre Dame will duly celebrate a national championship. No doubt, the Irish are number one.
Lou Holtz was part of college football.
There's a little bit. There's a little bit for Lou Holtz right there. I will say though, sometimes I'm like, you got the voice. Sometimes I'm like, there's just
that's just old man stuff.
Is that old man? It's like you got a cotton ball in there. Like
yeah, it like came about as he aged.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, good animal. I mean, great at what he did though. Sometimes like
his best one was like, pick up one touchdown, KK pound one touchdown, you're back in the game. It's like, oh, right.
Hell yeah. All right, 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning. Who do we got?
Kyrie Kumite.
Mr. I-90, Eric on I-90. Kyrie Kumite, my friend.
Yes. Lou Holtz and Notre Dame. I often wondered, what is the appeal? Why does Notre Dame have such a huge fan base? Have you ever wondered
Catholicism.
that? Is it really?
The movie Rudy.
Do you think it is related? Huh?
The movie Rudy. Being on television all the time.
I just often wondered that.
I
mean, it's a school in Indiana. Is it associated with, what else is it associated with? What's their mascot?
A leprechaun.
Oh, I see.
It's the Irish
Lucky
Catholics
Charms.
out there.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
I suppose that would probably be Irish Catholic.
So like
that's
a
fine.
A lot of people are Notre Dame fans because even though family never went there, it was the longest time where Irish Catholics could feel good about themselves.
I thought they felt good about themselves when they were drinking.
Well, no, but like I'm saying, like there was a sense of pride. In Notre Dame, so like through the ages, you become a fan, even if you didn't attend the school, and then it's like a family thing. It's learned, and I think when they win national championships, it comes out more. And when you're a national championship winning coach at Notre Dame, I think that's why he's so revered. Because, I mean, he did have success at like most of the stops he made, like William and Mary, North Carolina State. Didn't do well with the Jets. Rebuilt Arkansas when they were down. Went to Minnesota. Not sure what he did there. I don't think they did much. But then, got the Notre Dame job. And
Eric, did you see how they bastardized Notre Dame's logo last year, though?
I did not.
They had,
tell me.
you know, the leprechaun, the Notre Dame leprechaun. He had his hands up like he's going to fight. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Sports specific.
I do.
They took his arms and they put him to his side, and one of them's carrying a football now. He's not up fighting anymore, like he's in a drunken bar fight, like a bar brawl. Now he just looks like he's sprinting. It's sad. Got to bring back the fight. The dukes up. Yeah, put your dukes up. See?
It's terrible. I would deduct. That's what I say.
They wanted to fight the stereotype of the drunken Irishman who wants to fight. I think they're fighting that.
We'll do that when we're out to eat. Me and a buddy of mine, we go out to eat with the wives. And wives are kind of ex-waitresses, you know.
Yeah.
And then if that waitress that we have, she screws up, you know, me and my buddy will go deduct.
Oh, I thought you guys like put your dukes up and start fighting. Deduct. Eric, we have people. Eric, you got a beautiful mind on you, and you remember things, and you're good at like retelling history in a hilarious way. I did not realize this existed. Someone just brought it up on the Twitch chat here. They said, let's see here. I almost got Eric to talk about the lacrosse riots after the canoe races. Eric, what happened there again?
Well,
I don't want to bring it up like bad memories or anything if you don't want to, but
it's not bad memories.
I just don't. I'm not privy to the information.
Well, what would happen down there is they'd have this Coon Creek canoe race, and that went on for years and years, long before the riots. The riots are really what kind of listen, just like everything that's fun, it just escalated to too much fun.
Yeah.
And then
like Woodstock '99.
In Coon Valley it did.
Yeah.
And then the whole crew would head to lacrosse, and then it would really get amped up.
So this was this was a canoe races. Like we would race canoes down the Wisconsin River.
No, Coon Creek.
Oh, Coon Creek, sorry. And then afterwards we would go party. We would just go party downtown Lacrosse.
It was just a big festival grounds down there in Coon Valley. There's a little park if you point into Coon Valley.
And how did it escalate so fast into a riot? What happened?
Well, it actually became something with the college there, you know, in Lacrosse that everybody, just a few people went down there and they're like, you know, that they had a beer tent, band, and then they were like, wow, that was a lot of fun, and then it just started to grow and grow and grow and grow.
Sure.
So, and then Grant was talking about it last night. He's like, how did these people get from this festival to downtown?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it's not a golf ball throw. And it was obvious we canoed. We canoed to Lacrosse.
Oh, yes, obviously.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right? I mean, it is a canoe race. No, I actually sent Grant a story about that on the text line.
Oh, did you?
On your text line.
Really?
So you could probably read it.
You're right. I got to go back here and find it. Yes. Because, yeah, we all share the same text line.
I'm a little bit embarrassed, but I'm transparent. I'm transparent. So you can tell the story on air if you want.
And this is, what time did you send this at? Yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Okay. All right, I gotta scroll a bit here. But, so there were, sorry, Eric, there's just so many texts to go through, it's hard to.
Right, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to read it either.
Well, I'm really curious. And
well, I could just tell the story.
Yeah, well, I would prefer that. Yes, thank you.
All right,
here we go. Actually, I found it. I would rather have you tell it though.
All right, so we're down at the Coon Creek canoe races, and I was down in there a few times, you know, and we're having a good time, and there was a lot of drinking. I actually bartended down there one time.
Really?
And yeah, but I wasn't bartending this year, so had to take a leak see, and all the blue porta potties were plumb full, and there was a whole group of guys peeing behind the blue porta potties. Everybody's taking a leak back there.
So they're taking a leak in the vicinity of the porta potty. Yes. Okay.
They got close.
Yeah, they got close.
Okay.
They got close.
Close counts in horseshoes and pissing in the porta potty.
Yep. I've been in a porta potty after a long day. There's just pee everywhere. You're like, how did you miss the hole? Anyways.
So we're all peeing behind there, and here comes a couple deputy sheriffs.
Okay.
And I couldn't stop peeing, so I didn't take off running. I'm like, I'm pee all over the place.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop peeing.
Yeah.
So I was the one who got arrested. So I got arrested.
Oh.
Yeah. Back then they had a little remote processing area for people who got arrested. This is how bad it got.
What year is this? What year is this?
Oh, this is 80.
Oh, okay. Okay.
485,
Wow.
somewhere in there. I'm gonna
Okay.
pretty solid guess, maybe 86.
Okay.
So I got arrested by two guys that were 2 years younger than me in high school.
Oh.
And I'm in the back of the police car, and we're heading over to this remote kind of processing center for anybody who got arrested. And I'm like, couldn't you guys just let me escape? They're like, well, that wouldn't look good, for us. Like, he took off. But then I got there.
Are you in handcuffs? Are you in handcuffs?
They did not handcuff me.
Okay.
No, they did not handcuff me.
So you could have ran.
And this is not really an exciting story. So I get there, and Jeff Bana was the sheriff at the time.
Okay.
And Jeff Bana and I, we're familiar with each other, and over various speeding violations that I've had. Never got in much trouble, but I couldn't keep her. I was, I couldn't drive 55.
Yeah,
so,
you're like Sammy Hagar. You can't drive 55. I get it.
Yeah. So I come in there, and he's like, this is what he told me. He said, I don't want to see you again today. I want you to leave town immediately.
Really?
And they let me walk right out the door.
Wow. Wow.
So
you got...
I went to Chaseburg. Which is just a few miles down the road.
Sure.
And then on to La Crosse. So
and this is before the riots. The riots were years later, correct?
No, that was a riot year. That was a riot year. That was a riot year. That was a riot year.
I mean,
so, I mean, it's not that.
Is this festival still a thing, or is it no more?
I think they still have it, but they really toned it down. I mean,
okay.
I think they put the beer tent out and that stuff.
Probably ample amount of porta potties and no. Yeah, makes sense.
So the Coon Creek Canoe races have been there for a long, long time, and there's like 4 years that have just totally blemished it for eternity.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It was really college students that were the proprietors of the riots.
Gotcha.
They just cut loose.
Well, I like knowing the lore and the legend of of Wisconsin, especially where the show's on too at WKTY. I love knowing the lore and the legend of it. Thanks for that little peek in, Eric. And I'm glad that you're able to get out of a public urination ticket.
Right.
Because I mean, who hasn't taken a leak and who hasn't? Who hasn't found a little spot somewhere? Maybe that thought was a little secluded, or maybe no one would notice, or maybe in the vicinity of a porta potty, which close. Who hasn't? Who hasn't?
I was like Jerry Seinfeld on that episode where he peed in the parking room. I had to pee.
Yeah.
I had to pee.
Had to pee. Well, thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
And then,
all right, that's the rest of the story. No, people from last night were saying that Grant was kind of scared to ask more of the questions, so I figured I don't know if you're scared or not. I figured I'd advance the story a little bit to just get a peek in it a little more.
Yeah, and what they would do then down on the riots, I know one year, I think they used like 1 can of tear gas.
Yeah, a guy just texted in and said my apartment downtown got tear gassed one of the years.
Yeah.
That was our guy Duck.
And but most years they just brought the fire department down and they used fire hoses. That'll break up a crowd.
Yeah, that'll get you. Well, Eric, thanks for the peek. Thanks. Anything else, Eric, before I let you go?
I just want to say.
Yeah.
I had an incident this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not this morning. Do you know? Hey, before we go on here, would you like a car wash?
What?
Before we go on, have you noticed that you cannot pump your gas without this pause?
Oh yeah.
And this question.
Yeah.
And it gets me every time. I kick the pump on. I got the thing in. I'm like, why isn't it pumping? And would you like a car wash?
Yeah.
First decision you have to make of the day.
Yeah, the car wash.
Then you got to go inside.
Yeah.
All right. And when you go inside, I'm starting to feel like it's a VRBO for the whole neighborhood. Everybody's walking around, no bra on, in their pajamas, getting coffee, and right? It does. It feels like a kitchen at a VRBO.
Yeah.
And
well,
crazy.
I would argue that inside the gas station is the last true melting pot of the human experience. I mean, that is
really
the gas
is.
station. Inside a gas station is the great equalizer. It's the only thing that makes us all equal anymore on this, in America at least. You have affluent businessmen, and you have people in Cookie Monster pajama pants that look like they just rolled out of a, from a meth bender. It's the great equalizer in there, Eric. Every walk of life goes into a gas station.
Right.
Then they make you all humble with the question of the car wash.
And I bought a car wash one day at the register, and this person must have been having a bad day because I said I'd like to buy an Elite car wash. And she was like, well, did you just pump gas? And I'm like, all right, I know where this is going. And then she told me, well, you can just buy it right at the gas pump if you like. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm done pumping gas, and I'd like to buy one right here, right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you think I'm not aware that I can buy a car wash? Do you think anybody in the whole western side of Wisconsin does not know that you can buy a car wash before you get your gas?
Eric?
Give me the car wash.
I got to go to break, Eric.
Hey, we're up against it. Let's get out of here.
You got the car wash, though? Did you get the car wash?
I'll buy car washes when I want to buy car washes,
okay.
And no other time. So
All
I'm
right.
not going to be forced
Yeah.
by the gas pump.
No. Eric?
All right? Real man.
No. Eric, much love,
Have a
brother.
good one.
Thank you. Eric.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. I want to be honest. I'm always honest. I like buying the car wash at the pump. I'm not a go into the gas station kind of guy. I'm a spend as little time at a gas station as possible, especially outside of it. But I will say worlds are clashing now. You will stand at the pump, and all you want to do is get gas, and then up pops up. Insert your card. Then sometimes you got to put in your zip code, and then it's the car wash, and then you got to find the mute button to mute the stupid ad. But lately, Bill Michaels has been popping up for me, so I don't mute that one. And then it's like the Cheese Mountain pizza and this. I just want to pump gas. That's all I want to do, and I just want to pump the gas and leave. But yes. The last stand of the great equalizer in America, at least, is inside a gas station. Every walk of life is in there. Every walk of life. We'll come right back.
This is Over the Line.
Society's got no hold on this outlaw.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
in the morning, we pull up, start pounding on bar doors in Two Rivers. Fucking cops come. They tell us, if you guys don't get back in that fucking bus right now, and if you make one stop, we're taking the whole crew in. We're arresting you.
Really?
Yeah.
And what'd you guys do?
Well, we fucking went to another bar.
we fucking went to another bar.
Hey, like all good bachelor parties would, right?
That's right, Daddy. There you go, buddy. We fucking went to another bar.
Hey, how about that ass kicking last night? Huh?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Daddy.
Yep, Carrington looked really good too.
He did. Isaac Guard, the Human Victory Cigar. We'd love to see it.
You bet, Dan. Well, you guys have a great day. I know you got to jump back on.
You too, Danny. Much love, brother.
Take care.
You too. See you, man. Danny.
Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
All right, welcome back in. Everyone's sharing their WKTY. We love you guys. Everyone's sharing their stories when they were around at that time. Again, Grant was talking. One of our listeners, Goose Egg, was like, I got Grant to talk about it a little bit. And then I'm like, well, I'll advance the story. And people are just sharing their stories now. I love it, man. I also love Coyote Mike. He just texted in, Ebo, fantastic deep 3-shot by Isaac Guard last night. And then he started talking about the lacrosse race. Yes. Some bad news out of it, though. Nolan Winter left the game in the second half with an ankle injury. The 7-footer is Wisconsin's top rebounder and third leading scorer. Greg Gard, after the game, was talking, though, that they do believe they avoided major injury, and that they'll know more today. So we will know more today. Wisconsin, Braden Carrington, 18 points. John Blackwell, 14. Nick Boyd, 13. Austin Rapp, 11. Andrew Rohde passed out 6 of Wisconsin's 15 assists. Didn't commit a turnover. And Wisconsin only turned it over 3 times total.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Let's see here. The fewest points Maryland has ever posted against Wisconsin in the shot clock era. It was also Maryland's lowest point total of the season. Wisconsin just clamping down on that defense. Started a little slow. Well, that's okay. And then before you know it, it was kind of game over, man. Game over. Let's see. Greg Gard talking about his son. Huge moment. Greg Gard talking about his son. How he literally grew up in the program and knew the roster before the alphabet.
He literally grew up in this gym. Before he could walk, he sat in the car seat during practice, and he started crying. Bo would yell at me to get him to quiet down over there. And then as soon as he could walk, man, he's running around with the ball. He knows every player from 2003 he was born. So shortly after that, he knew the roster before he knew the alphabet.
That's year 2000. You're like, geez, man, I'm getting old. Yeah. Now, Gardo did say it's rare to get the opportunity. He did have his son on the roster.
It's very rare that you get this opportunity sitting in my seat in this position to have had your son grow up in this program and then to have the opportunity to have him here on the team and just everything. It's been, like I said, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I knew that when I decided to put him on as a walk-on, and he's done phenomenal.
Yeah, really cool. Very cool. Yeah. Let's see here. Gardo also talking about what the seniors did in their final home game.
You know, proud of my 3 seniors that played, and obviously the 4th one there at the end with my son. But I thought from a team standpoint, we did a lot of good things defensively. Took us a little bit to get clicking and making some shots offensively, but, you know, a lot of good contributions up and down the lineup.
And then, Gardo, let's see here. Anything else quick? I just wanted to do a little bit on...
Just a little bit.
Not the whole team, but more so just Isaac Gard and the seniors. There are some more comments from Gard we'll get to. But other than that, that was what I kind of wanted to get to right there is on Isaac Gard and the seniors. Really cool moment for both of the guards there. 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning. Who do we got?
I don't know, man. I have a hard time believing that at a Division I college, Division I university, that the assistant basketball coach has got to bring his kid out of the car seat and set him down on the basketball.
Corey and Marshall.
Maybe he was just
I
giving
feel
some
like he's
reprieve
maybe
to his wife.
What's that?
Maybe he was just giving some reprieve to his wife.
Right, but I feel like he's embellishing that story a little bit. Like there's nobody around there that could take care of the kid for the time that they're practicing. I'm just being a smart ass.
2003 daycare at the Cole Center. Let's see here.
None.
It's like Lambeau Field. We ain't giving you nothing. Your kid's going to have to sit in these bleacher seats and watch and listen to the drunkard.
Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere. They're going to be indoctrinated one way or another.
You're going nowhere.
Might as well be this way.
I got you for 3 hours.
I got your ass for, just like Harley Ermy and
You're
Full Metal
going
Jacket.
nowhere.
You can give your heart to Jesus, but your ass belongs to me. Best scene ever. Like that whole, I digress, but the whole basic training scene.
Yeah.
Private Pile. Get your ass up that obstacle. Yep.
Pile.
Then ended up going crazy and putting the 7.62 Full Metal Jacket right through his chest.
Metal Jacket. Pile.
Full Metal Jacket.
What did you say, Pile? Who said that?
That's right. So RJ tonight, hockey. It's very odd the Thursday Friday series that they get going this time of the year sometimes.
Well,
so I just want to make sure you don't
think
forget that they're on.
I don't think it's on TV, which is weird.
No, I'm gonna theater of the mind.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to Bozek, which is a great hockey analyst. That's got to be one of the more difficult games.
Oh, absolutely.
That there is to call.
Yeah.
I mean, it's moving so fast, barely see the puck half the time, and you're just kind of guessing where it's at.
Well, then you had guys like Doc Emmerich who could use a different word for pass every time. Like, I just like to know how that was pop into your head.
How he came up with that expansive vocabulary. Well, maybe he was a very learned man.
Yeah,
could be.
He wasn't growing up on snippets of Instagram reels. He was reading poetry.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you look at one of those old Civil War letters, and the spelling might be kind of bad, I was looking at a take on this yesterday and made a really good point. Like, you didn't really have, you had to describe everything for someone to be able to sit it in their mind because they might have never been there in their life before.
Mm-hmm.
So you read some of those letters home from those soldiers, they're like, I was sitting underneath a tree, and it was like the most vibrant tree you've ever seen in your life. And the sun was setting, and it was like one of the warmest, and there was like these hues of gold and yellow and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Do you think most people can talk like that today?
No.
I don't
No, we
even
gotta
think-
we gotta hear it.
I think those words that scare a lot of people, maybe.
What's
nowadays.
the let's see here. You gotta say if something was ugly and bad, you gotta be like, you didn't like it.
Double bad.
My brain, I couldn't riz with the brain rot that Ohio had because of a skibbity toilet. I think I just
Like,
huh?
Well, you've seen Idiocracy, so I mean, that's
yeah.
we all kind of laughed and chuckled at the time. I was like, I think that's kind of coming our way. But I digress. So, yeah, Onward and upward, gentlemen. Got to get back to monitoring the situation, so I'll let you get going.
Corey, no cap. You left no crumbs and ate on that phone call. Slay, King.
Good God, man.
See you, Corey.
You're the man.
You're the man.
Right.
Good God, man. Here you go. This is, Corey, to your point of, what was that clip from Garda we played about the alphabet here? Yeah.
He literally grew up in this gym. Before he could walk, he sat in the car seat during practice, and he started crying. Bo would yell at me to get him to quiet down over there. And then as soon as he could walk, man, he's running around with the ball. He knows every player from 2003 he was born. So shortly after that, he knew the roster before he knew the alphabet.
There you go. Maybe no daycare at the Kohl Center. Gardo, Bo Ryan's like, can you quiet that kid? Could you imagine getting the Bo Ryan snarl when you were a little kid, RJ?
Yeah. And
then as Corey brought up the Packers complaining about how they didn't have like daycare for home games. Again, you're getting indoctrinated. You're going nowhere.
Hey! Unlock the thing! Take the chain off!
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime!
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere. But time after time of them coming back to practice, look what the moment we got last night with Greg Gard and Isaac Gard. Time after practice after practice, no daycare after no daycare, snarl after snarl. The moment Greg Gard embraces his son Isaac Gard after a big 3 from the logo. And the Kohl Center erupts. Special moments in time. We'll come right back.
Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories, time after. Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can't hear what you've said. Then you say, go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwind. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time.
This is Over the Line.
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains?
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
News of the weird coming up. We got to get to this new burger war. It's pretty hilarious. McDonald's CEO started it without realizing what he was going to do. Burger King threw their hat in the ring. Wendy's and now A&W. I'll explain for news of the weird. But real quick, Milwaukee Brewers. Only Christian Yelich comes back. This is his first debut for Cactus League.
Yelich in the air to center. Got some carry on it. Still back and gone.
There you
Welcome
go.
back, Christian Yelich. He goes yard.
Boy, that ball carried.
That was it for the offense.
Blowing out to center.
The Brewers
Just kept going.
Again, the offense has been a little non-existent, I guess. Outside of a couple here and there, they did fall 4-1 to the Cubs yesterday. Before that, 3-1 to the Royals. They fall, what was it, 7-2, I think, to Great Britain. Whatever. Pat Murphy though was talking in that clubhouse, like with Freddie Peralta gone, who does he now depend on as a leader?
The first thing that comes to mind is Yelich. He's really quiet and he's real reserved. He doesn't want to stick out, but in this environment with all these young guys, he's just become the legit leader. It's authentic as hell. He plays the game like that. He's found himself that I don't just bang. I put it in play. I run the bases. He's just a great leader of these young people, and they idolize him. He treats everyone with respect. He still loves the game. He's going to play for a while, and he's going to play well for a while.
Okay. He's more of a lead by example kind of guy, because right away Pat Murphy did say.
The first thing that comes to mind is Yelich. He's really quiet, and he's real reserved. He doesn't want to stick out, but in
he's really quiet. He's reserved. He doesn't want to stick out, but he comes to my mind as the leader of the team. Okay. I would say Pat Murphy's more the guy that, he's you got the yin and the yang. I guess you have the yin and the Pat Murphy's the fiery guy, get in your face. He's pulling out pancakes out of his pockets and he's eating. And then there's Yelich who just wants to eat alone, no one looking at him, and he's quiet. I guess you get the yin and the yang. Pat Murphy also was asked in his ability to manage such a young roster to the playoffs, and also earning Manager of the Year 2 years in a row.
I don't really know what it is. People say, what is your managing philosophy? I really don't know. Like, help players feel great about themselves. And as soon as I started realizing it ain't about me and help players, things opened up for me. You know what I mean? I'm more interested in my kids and living my life that way than worrying about being recognized as good or real good or whatever. I mean, I know I've got a bunch of work to do. I know I'm under construction. But I like that. I like that journey, and I want to stay on it.
Pat Murphy, how do you not get fired up listening to Pat Murphy, man? But philosophical, also at the same time, I don't care about the limelight. I don't need that. Just care about my kids and, where my next warm meal is going to come from. Is it my pocket? Is it my hoodie sleeve? Where is it? The Brewers having success. He's the rock of the Brewers. He's the rock. I'm not talking about Dwayne Johnson. All right, news of the weird coming up. Burger Wars.
Sweating in the sun.
I'll explain momentarily. Stick around.
Felt like a million. Felt like number one. The height of summer. I'd never felt that strong. Like a rock. I was 18, didn't have a care, working for peanuts, not a dime to spare. But I was leaning, solid everywhere, like a rock. My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light, and I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock.
Welcome to the party, pal. This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
News of the weird. Corporate America wants you, what should I say, wants your dollars to go to their burger. It all started from McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczinski.
Yep, nailed it.
With the McDonald's Arch Burger. McDonald's put their CEO out there to do a little live video about the Arch Burger.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it.
Now, this guy looks like a complete nerd. He looks like he's never touched McDonald's in his life. He looks like he's a guy that probably just eats whitefish, sips a little white wine, and is counting his carbs. He's like, oh, there's too much. He looks like a very clean eater. He looks like he's going to ride a bicycle, and take up the whole road while wearing, like wearing a Lance Armstrong outfit. You know what I'm talking about? And he's going to be an a-hole to you, despite, breaking all the traffic laws. This is what he reminds me of. Anyways, here he is.
Here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada.
Not good when you're talking about your product. We are testing it. We are testing product. By the way, he looks like he's never touched McDonald's in his life.
I love this product.
It
is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So Here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame, poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce.
He's not even touching it.
And, of course, some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this.
He looks
First
disgusted.
of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even.
He's grabbing a burger like he's never grabbed a burger before. You know how the rich kind of like, they look like he's never grabbed a burger before. He's like disgusted. He's like, ugh.
Know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth.
Now, he looks at the camera like it's like a hostage video. He's like, help me. What? My underlings help me. I had an intern. She accidentally booked me on this. I was supposed to be out in the Caribbean. Help me. He takes the tiniest bird bite.
That is so good.
He took the bite. It was like a teaspoon of a bite, if that makes any sense.
That's a big bite?
It's not a big bite.
No,
it's the tiniest little peck. It's like a bird peck.
Yeah.
That's a big bite for a Big Arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product.
He literally took. You know how like a little baby, when you first start eating, you like break off a little food for a baby and starts eating. You do like maybe a bite like that. And it looks like he immediately wants to go to the bathroom and vomit. That was McDonald's big idea to display the Big Arch Burger. Burger King then saw it and said, you know what? No.
Hey, so I've been getting a lot of feedback on the Whopper.
I don't know. I remember like Whoppers as a kid just being like so good and so juicy, and then
this
like
is the
now
CEO
it felt so soggy
of Burger King.
What I'm hearing is people say they love the Whopper, but I want it to taste that good in the first bite and that good in the last bite.
Absolutely, and that comes down to a perfect proportion and great ingredients.
That looks great.
And beautiful produce.
How's the mayo different? Like,
it's richer, it's got more body.
They got a voluptuous woman making him a burger. He's there in the kitchen. He's not in a corporate setting. He's in the kitchen with a voluptuous, would be like an au pair. Like someone that's been there a while. She's there. She's very juicy like the burger, and he's like, yes.
And I think it stands up to the ingredients much better.
And he takes a bite the size of your fist. They're like, okay, Burger King CEO, we're gonna give you this burger. You saw what the McDonald's guy did. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna put so much meat in your mouth that you're gonna be choking. Okay? Yeah. We're gonna have staff on by for the Heimlich just in case. Take the biggest bite possible. He does.
Not bad, right?
Only one thing missing. A napkin.
Absolutely.
Now he's got a mess all over his face when the McDonald's CEO looked like he wanted, two underlings to come and disinfect him with some Clorox bleach wipes. the Burger King CEO is like, he's got a mess over him. All right? And now we're like, okay, we're jumping the shark here now. Burger King threw their hat in the ring. They're like, McDonald's, we got you. And then there's Wendy's. Wendy's.
Hi, I'm Pete. I thought I'd come down to our kitchen here at Wendy's to try a Baconator today. Of course, we're starting with our Wendy's square patty.
He's cooking
fresh,
the burgers.
never frozen beef.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing better. Oh, of course.
He's
you gotta
doing it
have a
himself.
Frosty with a burger. Is this set up today?
He's making his
Oh,
own
wait.
Frosty.
Our machines are always working.
Shot at
I've
McDonald's.
been waiting for this all day. Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef, our Applewood smoked bacon, our brand new bun, our square burger cooked on a flat grill. Amazing.
And by the way, there's no frills. So the Burger King one, they made it all look. It looks like in the commercial. Yeah. The Wendy's guy looks like you get it right from the store. Yep. He's like, screw it. We're just going with the sad, pathetic looking burger that's got too much grease dripping out of it. He's in.
Absolutely wonderful.
Now, he took a medium bite. They said, okay, McDonald's took a little bird bite. Burger King took so big of a bite that he could have starred in some kind of adult show. But you take a medium bite, a sensible bite.
That's a burger. This is exactly the way a great hamburger should be.
See? Okay.
You got to top it off with a fries and Frosty.
See, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy knows. And then, RJ, and W. Out of nowhere, A&W throws their hat in the
Alan
ring.
from A&W here with, you heard about it, here it is, the Teen Burger. We love this burger product.
Don't call it a burger product, call it a burger.
A burger. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but this is actually my lunch. So let's see what we got going on here.
See, this one's sarcastic.
It has a unique bread that some people would call a bun, but really the star is what's inside.
He's making fun of the McDonald's CEO.
We've got the lettuce, which is green, and pickles,
one.
which make it taste pickly, and the teen sauce, the iconic teen sauce. So this thing is packed. I'm sorry, that was a little. I don't even know how to attack it. I guess with my mouth. Here we go.
What?
Moment of truth. No, that's good. It's good. It's got a little bit of bacon.
Corporate America is now, CEOs are fighting for your dollar by trolling each other by eating burgers. We live in the wildest times, my friends. Which do you prefer, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, or A&W? We will come right back. That is, RJ, a tasty burger.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, it was senior night for the Wisconsin Badgers as they closed out the home portion of their schedule by dominating Maryland 78-45 last night at the Kohl Center. Braden Carrington led the way with 18 points. John Blackwell had 14. Isaac Gard even got late in the game for a 3. Here's more from head coach Greg Gard.
Proud of my 3 seniors that played, and obviously the 4th one there at the end with my son. But I thought from a team standpoint, we did a lot of good things defensively. Took us a little bit to get clicking and making some shots offensively, but a lot of good contributions up and down the lineup.
Some bad news, though. Big man Nolan Winter went down rolling his left ankle in the second half. Guard said they'll know more today, but early indications last night saying they avoided the worst. The Badgers will now head to Purdue on Saturday to close out the regular season. Turning to the Bucks in his second game back since returning from a right calf strain, Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 24 points. It was not enough as the Deer would fall 131-113 to the Atlanta Hawks last night at the Pfizer Forum. Milwaukee, who sits 26-35 on the year, fell 5 games behind Atlanta and Charlotte, who are tied for ninth in the Eastern Conference standings. Up next for the Bucks, they'll host the Jazz on Saturday.
For nearly 40 years, ABC of Wisconsin has been helping men and women transform themselves into well-paid, productive members of their construction teams. Today, we have 2,000 active apprentices in 10 different skilled trade programs, and we educate individuals in more trades than anyone else. To get your career started, go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are bringing back running back Chris Brooks back on a 2-year deal. Brooks was slated to be a restricted free agent, had nearly 200 yards from scrimmage last year, and played special teams. It's reportedly a deal worth $4.85 million. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
Craig Culver, the ball is in your court now. I think Craig rises above it, actually, to see this corporate slop be driven into your face for their burgers made of Frankenstein meat with chemicals you can't pronounce and microplastics just jammed into it. Maybe Craig rises above and said, we don't need to do it. The Butterburger speaks for itself. I think if I was Craig, that's what I would do. The Butterburger speaks for itself. Don't need to get into the corporate CEO slop of trolling one another. Craig, I think Craig knows better. 608-321-1670. Our guy Rob Reichel coming up 8:20. Nick Osen covers the Badgers 24/7 on a 24/7 Sports. He's going to join us in the 9 o'clock hour. Huge moment last night for Greg Gard, his son Isaac Gard, the human victory cigar, as Badgers just completely roll Maryland 78-45. That's a crazy score. 78-45 as their last home game at the Kohl Center this season. 4 seniors are on their way. And then Purdue on Saturday, then it's the Big Ten tournament, and then we'll see if the Badgers can get out of that first weekend there in March Madness. That's what we're hoping for. 608-321-1670. Bucks get owned last night. Let's see here. Johnny Cribbage, what did you say? Johnny Cribbage messaged in and said, where'd it go? Are the Bucks quitting on Giannis, or is Giannis the issue? Would anyone say so? Giannis had come out and said his first game, because this was the second game back, saying he hadn't played with hardly any of these guys, trying to get a little mojo, a little juju together. I don't think Giannis is going to be a Buck after this offseason. We'll see. But what initially thinking maybe you want that play-in game for the playoffs, that play-in tournament, or a play-in game, and see what happens. I don't even know if the Bucks should be able to get to that. So I guess maybe enjoy the fleeting moments of Giannis. And I don't know, Bucks can give him a lot of money, the most in the offseason. Maybe that'll make him stay, then they rebuild from there. Anyway, 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning. Who do we got?
Yo.
Kinger, good morning.
Yeah, I just want to elaborate on the news of the weird, all this burger talk.
Yeah.
I find, was it A&W back in the day?
Yeah, and by the way, A&W out of nowhere in this burger beef, literally. A&W out of nowhere. I did not have that on my bingo card.
Well, they try to popularize or sell the 1/3 pound burger.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was and people didn't want to buy it because they thought, they go to McDonald's because they thought 1/4 of a pound was bigger than 1/3 of a pound.
Yes. Again, the general population is very stupid. So what you need to do, Kinger, is you really got to simplify everything. You just should have called it the bigger burger, and people would have got it.
The big burger.
Because remember they had the Papa Burger. Then you could have had like the Big Papa Burger tied in Biggie Smalls when he was still around. 'Cause I think that was the same time frame, maybe. But the Big Papa Burger, people would have bought it then because they would have assumed and known it was bigger. But yeah, you go one-third, people
like
are
you
like, "That's not what? No."
And like you said, the guy from McDonald's doesn't even look like he spent a day behind a grill, and just worked his way up through management, never customer service or dipping the fries and all that, and takes the smallest bite ever. Like you said, we tested this out in other countries where
you could actually use real meat. You kept calling it a product. You got to call it a burger.
Product,
yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, well, it's like back in the day when Vince McMahon was still running WWE. He never said, "Oh, they went to the hospital. They went to a medical facility." They like to use that lingo.
Yeah.
Try to get into people's minds, and
exactly.
like, it's all strategy. They just want to get them, like you said. What used to be 50 cents is now $3.82, and they're just pumped with chemicals and plastics and all this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as they get your money, they're the ones who's laughing in the end. You might be laughing at them now, but
Kringer, do you remember A&W a bag of burgers, 5 burgers for $5? Do you remember that? Does anyone remember that? It was like they're smaller.
I think
the bag of burgers deal. God,
yeah, well, get a bag of burgers and a gallon of root beer or something like that.
Yeah, my father-in-law, when we were in Myrtle Beach last year or whatever, he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm hungry. You guys should go get a bag of burgers from Five Guys or something and bring that home. Shouldn't be too much. Like, I'm like, first of all, Five Guys, one burger's like $30. Like a bag of burgers? You got a small bank loan coming out here, Mark? What's going on? Just go get a bag of burgers from Five Guys or something. I'm like, all right, are you paying? Because I'm not paying for that.
I mean, just the price is ridiculous. Like, I swear, you had like, buy one, get one free back in the day. And then it's like, then it's 2 for $3, then it's 2 for $4, 2 for $5.
What did I see at least on TV? It was, I think it's McDonald's 2 filet of fish for $7. Like, I remember those were on the dollar menu. I remember those were $1 a piece.
Right. $1, and sometimes they back, hey, buy a Big Mac. Second one, the price of the noon temperature the previous day, in the wintertime. All these old gimmicks just to try and get you to, buy their food, this and that. Now they're trying, we're losing customers. We got to find the next big thing, but yet the prices keep going up, unfortunately.
Yeah, what did I see? Subway was like, there was, remember the $5 footlong, and now I think I saw this on TV. It was, buy 5 footlong or buy 4 footlongs, get your 5th free. I'm like, well, how much is this? Is a footlong like $15 now? I haven't eaten Subway probably in 20 years, 15 years.
That's also through the app because they want everyone to go use their app, or when you show up in their drive-thru, they have the AI talking to you, and then they still can't get the orders right.
Here's what I do. I got a half cow from a farm in Wanakee. I get all my stuff from farmers markets or my garden that my brother and parents have. With the chickens, we got eggs there as well. That's what I do, baby.
See, right? And I had a coworker. He went through whatever Taco Bell somewhere, ordered through the app, get to the drive-through, and drive-through's all automated. It's like trying to tell him I have an order through the app, and it's like the AI couldn't figure it out, this and that, and then like finally got through, and it's like, yeah, we know we got your order. The people that, when they have to actually do their job and they want to get, $20 an hour just to sit around for the robots to do everything for them. So,
Kinger, anything else, buddy, before I let you go? I got Rob Reichel coming. Got a couple calls here. Rob Reichel. Greg Gard.
No, just I hope this burger war keeps going on. See which CEO comes next. Hopefully it's not, Craig, but maybe Hardee's or Carl Jr.'s. We'll see, right?
Yeah, they need to do a Thunderdome. That's what they need. But except if 2 men enter, 1 man leaves, it's 4 CEOs enter, 1 CEO leaves. Thunderdome.
And one last thing, I saw the comparison that the McDonald's CEO was like Krusty the Clown when he was trying his product. As soon as Sam would stop rolling, spits it out.
Yeah, totally. King, you're awesome. You're the man. See you, buddy.
Yep. Adios, muchacho.
Line 2, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Evo. How are you doing today?
Matt in Cross Plains. I'm great, my friend.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, 3 things. Pat Murphy, he is awesome, and I like the way when he does an interview, he never wears his hat when he's doing the interview.
Respectful.
Very impressive.
Courteous.
Respectful.
Yeah, take his
Courteous.
hand. Yeah.
Nice guy. He's going to need a lot of nice guyness this year, though, I think, to get through the season. But anyway.
You think so? You were spitting on the Brewers' names last year. They ended up winning 97 games.
Yeah, you gotta. This year, I'm telling you, they're gonna suck. Anyway, the burger war thing. Yeah, Craig Culver, he's not gonna do it. He knows his burgers are the best. Yeah. But if you want a burger, you just go to a dive bar, a good burger. You don't go to Hardee's or McDonald's or Burger King unless you're completely desperate. But and other than that, it's a crappy rainy day, and I'm going to get off the phone, and I was happy to listen to the Badger game last night, and if you haven't heard Matt LePay's call on Isaac Gard's three-pointer, you should listen to it. It's pretty impressive.
Matt? You the man, brother. See you later. Here you go.
Hard logo 3, left side, got it! Isaac Gard with a logo 3 on senior night. Isaac hit his 3. He'll come out, and he'll wave to the crowd as his dad waits for him.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty awesome, man. There you go. Matt in Cross Plains. Like, if you haven't heard it, there you go. Matt LePay, Badger Radio Network. Pretty freaking awesome, man. Gardo was, talking about it after the game, and unfortunately, Isaac Gard did not get it on the press conference. Greg Gard was in on the press conference. But again, we played this. Play it again quick here before we get to Rob Reichel. Gardo talking about, how Isaac Gard grew up in the program. He knew the roster before the alphabet.
He literally grew up in this gym. Before he could walk, he sat in the car seat during practice, and he started crying. Bo would yell at me to get him to quiet down over there. And then as soon as he could walk, man, he's running around with the ball. He knows every player from 2003 he was born. So shortly after that, he knew the roster before he knew the alphabet.
Yeah. 608-321-1670 in line 3. Good morning.
Hey, morning. How are you?
Mississippi Drew. I am fantastic. Yourself?
Not too bad. So, take this with a grain of salt, first of all, because I'm really not sure. The only thing I can tell you for sure is that my dad and his brothers actually did compete in the Coon Creek River races way back when. But the family lore coming through him, if you want to know the actual start of it. So the first year that there was ever a riot, so what he said happened was that 2 of the teams who had been in the race got in a big brawl because, one had cut off another one in a certain way or did some questionable move out on the river. Mm-hmm. And now they were all super hammed up and hot about it. Mm-hmm. I think he said Spankies downtown La Crosse. And then since, I can't remember how many guys were in each boat, but you'd have friends in different boats. And so it turned into a big brawl, and cops got called and things got way out of hand, and it turned into a riot.
Oops.
And then after that, in successive years, they automatically upped the police presence. Oh. So that kind of put everybody on edge and made them just want to be hey, remember last year, all the fun we had?
Yeah.
Let's do that again.
So Spankies.
So it went like that.
Spankies.
So that's the family lore.
Okay.
I can't prove it. I don't know if it's true. But that's what my dad always
I'm
said.
looking here. Spanky's no longer is a bar, correct? It's permanently closed.
Correct. That's gone.
Is
Yep.
it? I'm looking at Google Earth here. Pleasures, a lover's boutique. Have you been in there, Drew?
What?
Pleasures.
That's not where it was.
A lover's boutique.
That's like.
Oh, next to it is Woodstock Gallery Restoration, and then looks like a bar here. I can't really tell.
Spanky's now
What is
is
this?
Animal House, I think.
Catholic
I'm not
Catholic
sure about
Charities. How about this? On the same block, on the corner is
These guys
Catholic
probably
Charities,
could tell
and then
you.
3 places down is Pleasures, a lover's boutique. Look at that. And then in between Woodstock Gallery Restoration, and then it looks like a Apothic Tavern. How about that? Catholic Charities, Apothic Tavern, a furniture gallery, and then Pleasures, a lover's boutique.
Yeah. So the Catholic Charities
What a
is
block.
definitely in the right spot.
What a block. What a block. Dude.
Yeah, what a block. Yeah.
Pleasures, a lover's boutique. I think I see a butt plug in the window. What is that? Oh, it's just sorry, that's a lava lamp. That's what that was. Sorry, Drew. Anyways.
No worries.
Drew, anything else, buddy?
No, not really. You were just wondering how it
Yeah, the
went,
lore of
so I thought I'd
the
fill you in as well as I could. So
I like getting the history of it all. Because
for sure.
I didn't know about any of it, to be honest with you, until Eric called in and was talking about the riots and stuff. And
yeah, I mean, it kind of became like, a point of pride for the community to make the national nightly news once a year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still kind of the quiet mentality around here, but it really used to be the mentality. So, yeah, good stuff.
Drew, I'm supposed to ask you a question quick.
Okay.
Ask Mississippi Drew if he needs a ride to work in the Denali HD today so he can feel like the Seahawks players at the victory parade.
No, I'm all good.
Okay.
But, one of these days, he's asked me so many times.
You got to take him up
I
on
hope
it
he
eventually.
knows, like, one of these days, I'm going to take him up on it.
Yeah.
Like,
And Kinger asked Drew, does he own a clock? Asking for Grant.
I know. He was all fired up about that last night.
Oh, he was? I missed it.
Oh, yeah, he was all fired up about that. And I was like, look, it just happens that way. He was like, no, it doesn't. There's no way it does. Whatever.
Drew, we love you, buddy.
All right.
That's
later.
it. All right. Rob Reichel. We'll talk some Packers with Robbie coming up next.
Looking for something we can rely on. There's got to be something better out there. Love and compassion. That day is coming. All else are castles built in the air. And I wonder when we are ever gonna change. Living under the fear till nothing else remains. All the children say we don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is life beyond the thunderdome.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes.
You know, you can say you're stepping out on your spouse or something. Well, honey, I have legal tampering period. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. And then come Wednesday, you got to say it's nobody's fault but mine, because all the details came out. Legal tampering begins in the NFL tomorrow, or I'm sorry, Monday at, I do believe, 11 Central. Nobody's fault to legally tamper. Rob Reichel, one of the greatest terms ever, Forbes.com, calling media. Rob Reichel, legal tampering. What do you think of legal tampering, Robbie?
Very similar to that movie like Hall Pass, right, Evo, where you just kind of go wild for that week when your spouse is out of town or something like that. Whoever that guy was in that movie. I'm terrible with Hollywood names. And
You're not missing much, Robbie. But yes,
yeah,
I don't even remember who it was either.
But it was a very funny movie, but yes, we'll have that for 48 hours come Monday, Evo, until Wednesday when you can officially sign these guys. But by the time we do our next segment on Tuesday, Evo, you're going to know probably where a handful of these Packers wind up and whether Brian Gutekunst got involved on anybody and had a hall pass of his own, Evo, without doing some legal tampering.
Well, Rob, I think in the hall pass movie, both of the man and the woman, the husband and wife, they both have a hall pass, and I think if I remember correctly, one uses it and the other one tries to but doesn't, and then things get. I don't remember exactly how it all went, but there's some tension. There's some tension, Rob. And in the tension, though, Robbie, I think the Packers might be using their hall pass. Quay Walker has deleted all of his Packers stuff of all his social media. I heard rumors, too, that he was blocking Packers fan accounts, and anyone affiliated with the Packers is on a blocking spree. Is Quay Walker the jaded lover here now? Is he now gone from the Green Bay Packers? What say you, Rob?
Well, he was going to be gone. I mean, that was one of the no-brainers, I think, for the most part, Evo. When they a year ago gave Devontae Wyatt the fifth year, picked up his fifth-year option, and did not pick up Quay's, the writing was on the wall. And they're just not going to pay $12 million, which is probably in the range where Quay's going to wind up signing. They're not going to pay that for that position. And to be honest, Evo, for a guy who's I get it. Fans get crazy about tackle counts, and a lot of other people do, Evo. But a lot of Quays have been very similar to a Blake Martinez, to an A.J. Hawk. They're 5, 6, 7 yards downfield. They've tried to turn him loose occasionally on blitzes. He's not great in that regard. He's not good in coverage, Evo. His instincts 4 years into his NFL career are mediocre at best. So, Evo, they will promote from within, and they're only going to play 2 linebackers most of the time, anyways, with this new scheme. And they're never going to take Cooper off the field for the most part. So now they'll rotate that probably, unless they sign somebody or draft somebody. But we're talking about Hopper and McDuffie, and they will be absolutely fine. Quay Walker missed a little time last year, and they didn't, for the most part, miss a beat. I know Hopper disappointed in Week 18 in that Minnesota game. They wanted to see a lot more than they did that game, and he wasn't very good in that final regular season game when they played all the backups against Minnesota. And maybe it's Isaiah McDuffie, and whatever, he has his limitations. But Evo, as we sit here doing this today, Evo, they're about $6 million over the cap, and they'll get that right. I mean, there's no question. It'll probably be tomorrow afternoon, Evo, at about 4:30 on a Friday news dump, which the Packers are notorious
Yes,
for,
they are.
where they let you know Elton Jenkins is gone or Rashawn Gary is gone or somebody like that. But Evo, they're in all likelihood not re-signing the overwhelming majority of their guys. They're not gonna re-sign a Dobbs. They're not gonna re-sign a Quay Walker. They're not gonna re-sign a Rasheed Walker. I still think there's a chance on Sean Ryan, although, and maybe even went up the other day after the Bears center announced his retirement. Now that's another team in the hunt for a center. I mean, but the Packers need a center, Evo, and I think that's going to be, maybe they try to make a splash. If they can't, then they go back to Sean Ryan at some point, Evo. But the Bears are all of a sudden now, for example, another team that might be in the mix for a Tyler Linderbaum or somebody like that out of Baltimore. So, but specifically to Quay Walker, Evo, to me, he's a C-plus football player. He hasn't been anything more than that in his time in Green Bay. He hasn't made the splash plays that they certainly expected and hoped when they drafted him. Again, Evo, he's another guy. Brian Gutekunst, more than a lot of GMs, falls in love with measurables and testing numbers and stuff like that.
What was his Wonderlic?
It was single digits. I know that.
I think it was an 8. I remember one of my favorite tweets from you all time, Robbie. You had the internet going nuts over it. Didn't Quay Walker jump? What did Quay Walker do again? Didn't he jump over? Was it the field goal unit or something? And
well, it might have been that.
What was that?
Was it one of those games? I'm trying to think. Maybe that rookie season, right, when he got thrown out of a couple games.
Yeah. And then
what might have been? I don't remember exactly, Evo. I don't pay a whole lot of attention once I.
You described the whole play. You described the whole play of how Quay Walker effed up and kind of cost the Packers the game. And then your next sentence was, and by the way, his Wonderlic score wasn't A.
Well,
it was one of the funniest. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh, and by the way, his Wonderlic score was an 8.
Well, there's a reason they test for all these things, right? And there's
I love
a reason
that tweet,
a lot
Rob.
of GMs put a ton of stock for a lot of years into the Wonderlic. That particular Evo, they got a couple guys single digits that year because Devontae Wyatt's a single digit guy himself, and so is Rashawn Gary, and we can go. We go on, and that's my point. I think overall Brian Gutekunst has been fine at his job, but sometimes, Evo, I think he trusts the measurables and the numbers a little bit more. What you do, the Mike Malula thing for guys my age that'll remember that. Guys that go to the combine and blow off the lid with testing numbers. Quay was a 4.51, for example, but Evo, I don't care how fast you are if you're running the damn wrong direction. So, I mean, and it took a while for them to get Quay to run in the right direction. So.
I found it, Robbie. Quay, I found it. September 28th of 2023. Quay Walker's penalty cost the Packers 4 points. Adding insult to injury, David Montgomery carries Walker into the end zone. Don't forget, Walker's Wonderlic score was 9. This one's over. 34-17 Lions.
You crack me up. I don't know how you come up with that stuff so quick. You're a master of this crazy internet thing we live in.
Rob, it's one of my favorite tweets from you all time. You have. It went viral. People were so mad. People were mad that you pointed out they scored a 9 on his Wonderlic.
Well, I know a lot of people brought out the race card, and I was quick to say, listen, if that was Lucas Van Ness, I would have posted his exact same stupid Wonderlic score, right?
Don't forget, it was.
If that was Chad Clifton 20 years ago, I would have told you what his Wonderlic score was. I don't care if they're yellow.
I loved it, Rob. It was so funny.
The bottom line is you need a lot of intelligence to play in that game. You really do.
I don't care how fast you are if you go in the wrong way. I'm crying, Rob. I'm literally crying.
Right? I mean, I don't care if you're Willie Golf, Usain Bolt. I don't care how fast you're running it. You got to go in the right direction. And again, Quay, the biggest knock on Quay all these years is lack of instincts. He also gets beat around a little bit in the run game. If you get a second level guard on him, forget about it. Right? He's going to gobble him up and wash him out. And Quay's fine in space, Evo, if he's going the right way. So no, Quay Walker in all likelihood.
Gone.
I didn't know that, Evo, that he had deleted all that.
Yeah, it's
social
all
stuff.
gone, blocking people too.
That's pretty interesting. And I think the writing was on the wall. Like I said, a year ago that he wasn't coming back when they didn't pick up that fifth-year option.
Hey, Robbie, speaking of scores, we haven't talked about this yet. Matt LaFleur going down in the grades for, and this was before the 5-game slide too. Matt LaFleur dropping a full letter grade. All the people in his area of the grades all got fired, but one of them, and I think it was Jim Harbaugh. Everyone else was fired.
You know what stood out the most, Evo? And yes, he fell from an A- to a B- in the player rankings, which comes out on the NFLPA report cards. I think it was the biggest drop in the league, I believe, Evo.
It was.
What was really interesting too is he had the second lowest score in terms of respect from players.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Evo, excuse me, this was done between like mid-November and mid-December. So it was before everything completely went haywire in Green Bay last year, and they finished on the 5-game losing streak. So even prior to that, Evo, you were talking about a locker room that didn't have a ton of respect for this guy as a head coach, and not just that. How about his offensive coordinator grading as a C? And
what does he do, by the way?
I'm sorry?
What does he do? The coordinator, Estenovich. Is he like the assist? Bisaccia was assistant head coach. Is Estenovich assistant to the head coach? Like he gets coffee, he like clears a clipboard. Like, isn't it Matt LaFleur's baby as an offense, right?
It's Matt LaFleur's baby, but and I'm not going to.
No, I'm just curious. Anyway,
what any of these guys do. Yeah. They're all given tasks, like for example during the week, right? Whether that's red zone offense or third down or whatever. I mean, he's certainly a big part of putting a game plan together. Let's not diminish the role he plays because I just don't know that he's particularly good at it. He was a mediocre to lousy offensive lineman, and I would say he's been a mediocre offensive coordinator in his time in Green Bay too, Evo. But they've all got jobs to do during the course of the week. If I give you a red zone, for example, you're responsible for coming up with, let's say, 100 plays that you can potentially run in the red zone, and then LaFleur's going to pick his favorite 10 or 15 when they're putting together the game plan for a given Sunday or something like that. He's obviously in on all the meetings, and he's got a role with every single guy and things to that effect, Evo. But yes, it's undoubted. That's why it's so hard for non-play calling coordinators to ever land head coaching jobs or move up the tree, because if you're stuck behind a head coach that is doing all the particular play calling for that side of the ball, the respect level might not be quite as high for a coordinator that is put totally in charge and has play calling given to him. And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, Evo, for Matt LaFleur maybe to take a big picture view of this football team at some point and give play calling to somebody else. I thought there was a chance that could go to Mannion down the road at some point. It's obviously not going to now that Mannion's in Philadelphia. But, specifically back to these guys, I mean, that's a precipitous drop for LaFleur, Evo, to go from an A- to a B-. And again, the respect card is a huge one on that, right? When you're second to last in the league, your grade in terms of respect for players. And it goes back now, doesn't it, to that? I get people asking me this all the time. Is there any accountability for any of these guys in Green Bay, right? They're just rolling it back this year again. Same cast of characters, same coaches, other than the ones that left. LaFleur made a few changes on his own, and Basacci obviously surprised him. But a lot of the same, cast of characters are going to be back. Primarily Matt LaFleur, and not only is he back, Evo, but he got a contract extension along.
Don't know what it is, but he got one.
So again, this comes back to an accountability question inside the whole organization, and specifically with the new team president and policy.
Yep, Robbie, two things left for you, buddy. I know one of your favorite topics. Hell, I think you didn't you write a book about him too? Aaron Rodgers? Is there Rob Reichel wrote an Aaron Rodgers book, right?
I did write an Aaron Rodgers book.
Yeah,
And
it's my second favorite behind the Mike McCarthy one, Robbie. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, Evo, it did so well. They did 3 print runs of it.
Rob, toot that own horn, baby. And by the way,
it was a very popular read. The McCarthy one didn't do nearly as well, and I actually liked that one more. But people like what they like, and Big Mac just didn't, I guess, have the sizzle to sell books. So.
Well, he's got the sizzle for me, Robbie. And speaking of that, Mike,
I know he does.
Mike McCarthy was sizzling his name, anyways. Aaron Rodgers mentioning Mike McCarthy, how great of an individual and how great of a coach he is, Rob, on yesterday on the Pat McAfee show. I don't know if you saw that or not, Rob. Did you see that? Rodgers singing his praises.
So I won't lie to you. I've never watched the McAfee show, and I probably never will. Although,
I'm glad. I know you don't lie to me.
Out of him for picking up the tab of the Olympic hockey team when they were out in the town in Miami, I think.
No, but Rodgers said a great coach, a great human being, could be maybe playing with the Steelers.
No, I saw all the clips, Evo. Here's my biggest takeaway from that. If I'm a Pittsburgh fan, or just even as a fan of life, Evo, as a human being. What is Mike McCarthy and what are the Steelers doing? What are you waiting around for and letting this guy almost 42 and a half years old? Is that what he is now? Yeah.
Rob, it's good. This is a good thing, Rob.
Evo, you know what I would do? Because he did Mike McCarthy extremely dirty when Mike McCarthy in his final couple of years in Green Bay. I don't think McCarthy will do this. But I guess I'm more petty, and I would sign Malik Willis next week and tell Aaron Rodgers good luck in retirement as he tries to hold that organization hostage again. Again, it's not 2014 MVP Aaron Rodgers. This is Aaron Rodgers who can't move anymore, Evo, and put up 6 points against the Houston Texans in a playoff game and got his tail whooped around the field all night. You think you're going anywhere? If you're Pittsburgh bringing that guy back next year, where are you going, right? Maybe you're going back to 500 if you're lucky. I roll the dice. I give Willis 2 years and $45 million, $50 million, whatever it takes. They already struggle in the run game. Now they've got a quarterback who can move a little bit, get out on the sides, and it's not a great wide receiver group. So if he can buy some time with his legs, because Rodgers can't do that anymore. Willis can get outside the pocket, buy some time. It gives these pedestrian wide receivers a little more time to get open. I go all in on Malik Willis if I'm the Steelers, and I tell Rodgers to go kick rocks down at the beach.
Well, Rob, I'll give you the last word here. Aaron Rodgers did say he won't do TV when he retires, and I quote, "You won't see me," says Aaron Rodgers. "You won't even see me on TV. You won't hear from me." He also was lamenting about being essentially he couldn't be at his Malibu house because he was being stalked. People flying drones over his house and trying to find out who his wife was. What's the final word here, Robbie? Do you believe Rodgers? You won't see him, and he's being stalked.
You bookmark that right now, Evo, because I can guarantee you within 90 days of him being out of the league, he will miss the spotlight so bad He does now, Ebo. The guy can't stay away from TMZ and a headline and a camera. There is absolutely no way in heck that winds up happening, Ebo. He craves the spotlight. He needs it. That's what narcissists do.
Cool.
And listen, I don't want to bang on the guy too much, Ebo, but he will not be hiding from TV cameras. He may not do TV, Ebo, because he can't get in and out in 10 seconds, and if he's doing color commentary, much like I can't, Ebo, as he rambles with his thoughts. There is no way Rodgers could be quick and concise and sum things up quickly like a Troy Aikman or a Brady or a Romo or whoever. He's got way too much to say. Every question's 3.5 minutes, Ebo. So no, I get it. He won't be in the booth. He probably won't be in a studio, but he will be in front of a camera somewhere, Ebo. Even if he has to throw one on a tripod in his living room and put something out there for the world to see about what his next ayahuasca visit's going to be.
What was Rodgers' Wonderlic score?
35.
35.
And he would be quick
and
to
tell you about it too, wouldn't he?
He would quickly he'd be very quick to bring it up. His ACT, his SAT, yada yada yada. Yep.
Rob, I love you. Hey, I love you. I love you like Greg Gard loves Isaac Gard after that shot last night at the Kohl Center, Robbie.
That was absolutely awesome, Ebo. Phenomenal. Prayers up to Nolan Winter. This better be a quick recovery, though. Yeah, that was the only downfall of last night. Don't worry about the Big Ten tournament. Get them right for 2 weeks from today when you're in that 7-10 game.
Yes, sir. Robbie, much love, brother. When we're talking legal tampering, we'll already be underway next Tuesday. We love you, bud. Have a good weekend, all right?
Here's my prediction, Evo. They've got a new corner on the roster when we talk Tuesday.
Ooh. All right, Rob. I'll bookmark that, too. Much love, brother. See you later.
Talk to you then.
See you, Robbie. No love lost there with Rob Reichel and Aaron Rodgers. By the way, Robbie, you were talking about how Aaron Rodgers talks on and on and on answering a question. Rob, are we calling the kettle black here, Rob? Rob? We'll come right back. Sorry.
Crazy. This is Over the Line.
You ever heard of the healing power of laughter?
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Here we go. You know, thanks to Rob Reichel who just joined us. Robbie at the end there was talking not about Rodgers, but about Nolan Winter. Hey, hopefully Nolan Winter's okay. After the game, Greg Gard did say it looked like, they avoided serious injury. We'll know more today. Looking here at the text line, our guy Patterson Badger, what's up, dude? Said, hey, man, do we have any surgeons or medical specialists that listen to the show? Can you try and reach out to them and ask their opinion on Nolan Winter's injury? I'm curious from a doctor's perspective if he'll be back in 2 weeks. Someone oblige the man. If you can see from the television angle and you are a doctor, have a doctorate, an MD, please call in and let me know. I do have comments from Greg Patterson Badger. I can give you comments from Greg Gard. That's about the best I can do for you right now. I myself am not a doctor, but I'll take a look. I stayed at a Holiday Inn once.
Obviously, he hasn't rolled that ankle. That's the other one that's been so. Always when you do that the first time, there's always an extra amount of pain. But we'll see. He was in decent spirits, and in the locker room and stuff. So he's already doing treatment, and see what we learn tomorrow, and then have a path forward to get him healed up.
There's that, and then there was this. Guard says they have a lot of guys that could step up if Winter is not available.
You know, we've got a lot of guys that can step into that, and we played different lineups. You know, we played a small ball. We did some of that tonight. I think Belauskas has gotten better. I think, again, the experience of Will as a true 5. So, you know, we'll see where we're at tomorrow and then just take the best path forward. But, you know, we've had other guys out at times. So hopefully this isn't an extended period of time. We'll learn. Like I said, I'll know much more, you know, probably tomorrow.
There you go. That's the best I can do for you right now, Patterson Badger and everyone else. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I will take a look. I've taken a few looks, and my determination is inconclusive. Inconclusive. Let's see if I... Let me just take one more look here. Goes up, grabs his left ankle.
He's down right
in
now.
pain.
Nolan Winter is down.
Yeah, let's see. He's writhing a bit. Yep.
And that's what, obviously, you don't want to see at this stage.
Leg is up in the air. Doctor's touching him. I don't see any swelling immediately.
Hopefully Nolan Winter's okay. Check on him after this.
Yeah, inconclusive. Inconclusive. My determination is inconclusive. No, I'd like to... Yeah, so that's about it. There you go. Sorry, Patterson Badger. My eyes, again, I'm not an MD, but inconclusive. 608-321-1670. We'll take a little break here. Stick around. Be right back.
Doctor, look into my eyes. I've been breathing air, but there's no sign of life. Doctor, the problem's in my chest. My heart feels cold as ice, but it's anybody's guess. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause I don't feel right. Better make it fast before I change my mind. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause I don't feel right. Better make it fast before I change my mind. Well, it's cold, 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 cold inside. Darker in the day than the dead of night. Cold, 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 cold inside. Doctor, can you help me? 'Cause something don't feel right. Something don't feel right.
Red 7!
I don't know what Red 7 means.
This is Over the Line.
Hot route! I don't. What is hot route?
Will you just go stand on the other side, please?
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
All right, we got more people asking any updates on Nolan Winter. No. None. Greg Gard again saying they'll have more updates today. 11 hours ago, no update on Winter. We'll know more tomorrow. Early indications we avoided the worst. Obviously, he hasn't rolled that ankle as he was in decent spirits in the locker room. Now, his right ankle was the one that was always bothering him all season. This one last night was the left ankle. The only update is that I have no update. We'll have Nick Osen on at 9:30. We'll talk to Nick about it, too. He had tweeted out 12 hours ago, helped off the floor, what appeared to be in immense pain. Colson are silent after the aftermath, helped in the locker room. But then again, in the locker room after the game, high spirits. High spirit. Was he walking around, though? That's what was he walking around? You can be in high spirits while you're sitting, but when you're standing and walking, are your spirits still high? Hey, who's this? Line 1, hello.
Hello, checking in from Florida.
Troy, we have to take a break. Troy, let me toss you on hold. We're going to break in like a minute and a half. Hang on, let me toss you on hold, buddy, okay?
All right.
All right, hang on. I don't want to cut you off, so we got to take a break in 1 minute here. WKTY, we love you. We'll see you guys tomorrow for a Friday show. Troy, you hang on, baby. Literally 1 minute. So we'll take a break. Bottom of the hour, Nick Olsen covers the Badgers. We got some Rodgers stuff, too. We'll go down to Florida in a second here. Stick around.
Transmissions will resume. I'll try to push, try to keep us all down and hope that we will never see the truth around. Another promise, another scene, another package like to keep us trapped in greed. A green belts wrapped around our minds, an endless red tape to keep the truth confined.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, it was senior night for the Wisconsin Badgers as they closed out the home portion of their schedule by dominating Maryland 78-45 last night at the Kohl Center. Braden Carrington led the way with 18 points. John Blackwell had 14. Isaac Gard even got late in the game for a 3. Here's more from head coach Greg Gard.
Proud of my 3 seniors that played, and obviously the 4th one there at the end with my son. But I thought from a team standpoint, we did a lot of good things defensively. Took us a little bit to get clicking and making some shots offensively, but a lot of good contributions up and down the lineup.
Some bad news, though. Big man Nolan Winter went down rolling his left ankle in the second half. Guard said they'll know more today, but early indications last night saying they avoided the worst. The Badgers will now head to Purdue on Saturday to close out the regular season. Turning to the Bucks in his second game back since returning from a right calf strain, Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 24 points. It was not enough as the Deer would fall 131-113 to the Atlanta Hawks last night at the Pfizer Forum. Milwaukee, who sits 26-35 on the year, fell 5 games behind Atlanta and Charlotte, who are tied for ninth in the Eastern Conference standings. Up next for the Bucks, they'll host the Jazz on Saturday.
For nearly 40 years, ABC of Wisconsin has been helping men and women transform themselves into well-paid, productive members of their construction teams. Today, we have 2,000 active apprentices in 10 different skilled trade programs, and we educate individuals in more trades than anyone else. To get your career started, go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Packers are bringing back running back Chris Brooks back on a 2-year deal. Brooks was slated to be a restricted free agent, had nearly 200 yards from scrimmage last year, and played special teams. It's reportedly a deal worth $4.85 million. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
All right, before we get to our pipeline of the North, Troy down in Florida, I just wanted to play this real quick. What? Just one more time, please. We want Isaac.
Guard logo 3 left side. Got it! Isaac Guard with a logo 3 on senior night.
Smoking on that guard pack,
Isaac
baby.
hit his 3. He'll come out and he'll wave to the crowd.
Isaac Guard, the human victory cigar. A big embrace with his dad, Greg Guard, right there. Beautiful stuff. The pipeline of the North, Troy, but in Florida. Troy, thanks for waiting on hold, man. What's going on? How's Florida?
Oh man, just trying to get over that storybook ending of a game last night. Wasn't that something?
It was awesome, wasn't it, man? What a cool moment.
It was really special, and hopefully that can put some of the guard haters to rest.
Man, Troy, I don't think the guard haters are never mad enough. They'll always be foaming at the mouth.
You know, I want people. This is directed to the guard haters. Think about the people that he has brought in the NIL last 3 years, from Storgy to Tanji to. I mean, he's hit on all 3 of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, he really has done a great job. And that's going. I bet you, if he had to be honest with you, he said he probably hates NIL because of it took away all the tradition of development and recruitment that they did. But what a pleasure! And to the doctors out there with Nolan Winter, I'm going with no news is good news.
Yeah.
So
same.
Hopefully we'll get something back in the next 24 hours that says, "Yep, just got to get him off his feet for." Yeah. Right.
Troy, we got Big Ten tournament, next week at the double bye for the Badgers, then March Madness, baby. How long are you in Florida for?
For the entire month, so I'm pretty fired up, and got my TV working now down here. That the people when you rent, they don't give you any directions on what to do, and a guy like myself struggled a little bit, so I went the first 2 days about like, what the heck? I got to have something more than just the news on down here, and we got her taken care of. So FS1 was on last night. Big smile. So
there we go. Where are
looking
you?
forward to it because it's a final. We're in an area called the Destin Miramar Beach area.
Okay.
It's in the Panhandle, kind of probably like 30 miles west of Panama City Beach.
Yeah.
So
my dad's in Florida for a month too. With my dad and my stepmom
All right.
are in Florida. I think they're around your area too. I think they're in the Destin-ish area.
Okay.
I forget though. Yeah,
run into him.
Yeah. Oh. I think big St. Petersburg area cut you off, or big Orlando cut you off, Troy. I think whatever area outside of Destin just cut you off there. They didn't want you talking good about Destin. Destin area. Big Panhandle got you. Troy, if you want to call back in, feel free. I don't know what happened there, Troy. Well, I do. It's the Gremlins. 608-321-1670. Yeah, Isaac Guard, awesome. Cool moment. Great guard. Guard haters, never mad enough. We'll talk more about it coming up here with Nick Osen from Badgers 24/7. So we'll get to that bottom of the hour here. And by the way, for people that don't know, like a bunch of Gen Zers, bottom of the hour means 9:30. So the 30, 9:30. We'll get to that. 608-321-1670. Something we haven't really talked much about today. What was this? What did you say, Corey? Yeah, my father-in-law's down there for 2 months too. Jupiter area, retired boomer life. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's be nice, Not have to work, go to Florida, relax, chill, watch the Badgers, spank around Maryland, and your TV. You just figure out how to work, sipping a little beverage. Don't have to worry about. Well, what's the weather like coming up here for Wisconsin? It's going to be pretty good, isn't it? Let's see here. Yeah, on Tuesday, a high of 69. In March, nice. And then Saturday, snow. Oh. All right, 608-321-1670. Something we talked about a little bit today. I'll do a couple things here. The Milwaukee Bucks, I know, regular season NBA. I also don't really care. Some people still are watching. You're a better man than I. Or are you just like really bad TV? Bucks, second game back for Giannis Antetokounmpo. They fall to the Hawks 131-113. Bucks were actually, I checked it out a little bit. Bucks were actually doing decent. Then the third quarter got away from them. The Bucks couldn't score the basket at all. And when you're in the NBA, not be able to put the ball into the cylinder, very troublesome. Very troublesome. Start of the third, the Bucks went just 2 points in the first almost 6 minutes of the third quarter. Not good. It was 32-18 in the third quarter alone. Obviously the Hawks, and then it just got out of hand from there. Bucks was 131-113. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the way. The Bucks are struggling with Giannis back. He hasn't really played with much of the guys. Still getting back into the motion of it all. Bucks 5 games behind Atlanta and Charlotte, who are tied for 9th in the Eastern Conference. So the Bucks maybe trying to get in that little play-in for the playoff. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think so. And that's okay. Cherish the final moments you have here with Giannis. He could be gone. And then there's this. Totally shifting gears here. Well, this guy does own part of the Milwaukee Bucks. And he's one of the MVPs that resided in the state for a while. You had Christian Yelich, an MVP. You had Giannis Antetokounmpo, an MVP. And then you had Aaron Rodgers, MVP. There was a time when all MVPs were from the state of Wisconsin, or in the state of Wisconsin. Aaron Rodgers talking yesterday. Now, I want him back. I would love to have Aaron Rodgers back. Rob Reichel was poo-pooing the idea of Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers. He said, go give Malik Willis a 2-year deal with a bag full of money and get him to play for you there in Steel City. I want to see Rodgers and McCarthy back at it. Now, Rodgers, you think maybe he's getting soft there in Malibu. He's got that. Remember when he was dating Danica Patrick, and there was that story about him and her buying a house out in Malibu and straight freaking cash home. It was like $20-some million straight cash. Well, when those two had the old Splitsville, Rodgers like, no, that's mine. I bought that. That's mine. So maybe you thought Rodgers' retirement life's calling you. You go, you get to your Malibu beachfront house. You're like Troy down there in Florida. You're just sitting back. You're chilling. Maybe drinking a little ayahuasca, eating some mushrooms, tripping balls a little bit, finding yourself. And maybe didn't want to play. Maybe Aaron Rodgers didn't want to play. Well, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers might have more gumption now to get back to the NFL because he can't enjoy retired life. Right? You just can't do it. Why? He's got stalkers, apparently. This is Aaron Rodgers. Pat McAfee show yesterday.
At the beach anymore. Part of it is I have legitimate stalkers, and I don't say that lightly or flippantly. I've been getting stalked in my house for about a year and a half when I was living there. Not just that, but stalked at the coffee shop I would frequent, the gym at Proactive that I would go to, which was really bizarre. It still is. And then the paparazzi was stalking me for a long time, flying drones over my house.
That does not sound ideal. I'll tell you that one. Aaron Rodgers, again, getting stalked at, I bet you that gym's not cheap either. So someone had to have a little bit of a bankroll to be stalking Aaron Rodgers there. Maybe they're trying to figure out the wife. Someone said he invites the behavior because he's so controversial. What an asinine take. You go to stalk and destroy someone's life because he wants to be private? That's kind of a bizarre take. The stardom and riches, that it's got to kind of suck with the territory. You're like, this doesn't sound ideal.
With the way it all ends.
Doesn't sound ideal for a guy Aaron Rodgers there.
At the beach anymore.
Not
Part
at
of
the
it
beach,
is
though.
I have legitimate stalkers, and I don't say that lightly or flippantly. I've been getting stalked in my house for about a year and a half when I was living there. Not just that, but stalked at the coffee shop I would frequent, the gym at Proactive that I would go to, which was really bizarre. It still is. And then the paparazzi was stalking me for a long time, flying drones over my house, at the beach.
There you go. So maybe Aaron Rodgers isn't going to retire. He's got, his Malibu beach house. He's got stalkers. How can you enjoy your time? It sounds like you got to go play with Mike McCarthy. Sounds like you got to go out and keep playing football. Get away from the stalkers. What you do here is leave Malibu and go to Pittsburgh with Mike McCarthy. Just an idea. And speaking of Mike McCarthy, Robbie was just talking about it too, how Aaron Rodgers did Mike McCarthy dirty. 2018, I was under the full, you can never fully prove it, but I was one of the guys I wanted Aaron Rodgers gone in 2018. I wanted him traded. I was convinced that he was throwing games. I was at the game against the Cardinals when Mike McCarthy was fired, when Aaron Rodgers lost to Josh Rosen. And I know Aaron Rodgers was a little banged up that year, but I'm convinced that he was throwing games to get Mike McCarthy fired. McCarthy was fired on Aaron Rodgers' birthday. I wanted Rodgers gone. But apparently for Aaron Rodgers, listen to what Rodgers had to say. Here's Pat McAfee first and then Rodgers about Mike McCarthy.
You're not sour about the decision to join the Pittsburgh Steelers at all. And on that note, Mike McCarthy going back to Pittsburgh down there to become the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. Feels like it's a movie, doesn't it? Doesn't it all feel like kind of like a little bit of a simulation type situation here with this all kind of happening at this exact time? Your thoughts on him getting into the Steelers building for the first time in his life as Notorious Yinzer and friend of yours, I believe I can say, now that he's kind of taken over.
Yeah, Mike's one of the great guys in the league. Just an absolutely exceptional human being with a huge heart. We had a lot of great years together, a lot of fun. He really cares about the players, but he also holds guys accountable and creates a lot of structure and details in the process. But man, I love my time with Mike over the years. Obviously, there were some times. It's like a big brother where you're sometimes you love him, sometimes you're pissed at him. But deep down, there's so much love for Mike and appreciation for the time we spent together. And
Aaron Rodgers talking about love and appreciation for Mike McCarthy. Are we planting the seeds, as McAfee suggested there, to have Aaron Rodgers as the Matrix could be glitching or the simulation is coming full circle, that potentially we will get Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy? I would love to see it. one last ride, one last hurrah there in Pittsburgh. I think it would be fantastic. I honestly would. I would love to see it. Give me Aaron Rodgers. Give me Aaron Rodgers. Mike McCarthy. Pittsburgh. I do believe we would have the time of our lives seeing that. Probably go a game above or below one of them, probably above 500, sneak into the playoffs. Mike McCarthy, a good offensive mind. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy. We could have the time of our lives doing that, man. It would be fantastic. Let's see here. What are you guys talking about on the Twitch chat? What happened to Britney Spears? What's going on here? Britney Spears. Speaking of crazy, Britney Spears. Oh, there we go. Britney Spears. Here we go. Britney Spears, currently in custody in the Ventura County Jail for a reported, DUI. Oh, no. Oh, no. Britney Spears arrested for the Dewey. Oh, no. The singer handcuffed by California Highway Patrol officers in Ventura County around 9:30 p.m. and booked early Thursday morning around 3 a.m. Spears has since been released and doing court May 4th. Oh, no. No, Britney Spears. Now she's going to not have much time to dance with knives on Instagram with her crack showing. Damn, dude. All right, we'll take a little break here. Stick around here. Nick Olsen, Bobby Miller, stick around here.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
You believe that you are special, that somehow the rules do not apply to you.
This is Over the Line.
Obviously, you are mistaken.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
You can hate Guard now. Greg Guard haters never mad enough. They were seething when they saw Greg Guard embrace his son Isaac Guard, punching the air, almost throwing their remote through the TV to see Isaac Guard smoking on that Guard pack, hitting a 3. The true dagger of the game, even though the
true dagger.
The human victory cigar. Isaac Guard, the human victory cigar. Smoking on that Guard pack. Good morning, Grandpills.
Good morning, Ebo.
How are you today?
Outstanding game last night. Nice moment for Isaac Guard. Congrats, senior night. And for Guard haters, well, what do you want? Don't you miss the days of college basketball when young men would earn a spot on the team as a freshman and work their way up through the program, stick through the thin and the
He was thick. A walk-on. Gardo made him be a walk-on.
Correct.
And this is like, Gardo said after the game, imagine, his dad says this after the game. Here we go. He says this after the game about his son, Isaac Guard.
He literally grew up in this gym. Before he could walk, he sat in the car seat during practice, and he started crying. Bo would yell at me to get him to quiet down over there. And as soon as he could walk, man, he's running around with the ball. He knows every player from 2003 he was born. So shortly after that, he knew the roster before he knew the alphabet.
You literally know everything about the Wisconsin Badgers, and your dad, who coached, makes you be a walk-on.
Yep.
Oh, how could you hate that? How could you hate that? How could you be mad at Greg Guard for that?
I can't.
Made him earn it.
I couldn't.
Made him earn it. What a game. And then there's Nolan Winter. We'll see. I mean, people keep asking, take a look at the video. What's your diagnosis? I don't know. Grant,
they're asking you that?
Well, to get some doctors on, get this on. I said I'd take a look. People asked me what I thought.
Get a doctor on the air. Give me a break.
Well,
no.
Inconclusive. He was in high spirits after the game.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He was in high spirits.
My question is, was he standing or sitting, though, while he was in those high spirits?
Yeah.
Which one is it? Grant, what's going on today? Is it rainy outside?
It's misty. Got a good walk in this morning, though. Push through it.
Nice.
No problem there.
A little cardio day today?
Well, just, you can't be maxing out on the bench every single morning, Ebo.
No, you got to give your body time to recover.
The 48-hour rule. That's what I was taught in a gym class in high school.
Got to give your time to recover.
Just went for a walk this morning, made a couple eggs.
Over medium, easy, just scrambled?
Medium. Nice. A little piece of sourdough. I'm on a big little river band kick right now.
Really?
Oh, my God.
What's the...
It happens like twice a year.
What's the big jam?
A song called The Night Owls, which I hadn't heard until recently.
Oh, okay.
Someone had it on at a function. I'm like, what is that? You ever have those moments? This is why Shazam is just the coolest thing ever. Like, for years, people would hear songs in the wild and be like, this is dope.
Yeah.
And if no one knew, the song would end and it was just lost in the ether forever. And now I can like subtly pull out my phone at a party and Shazam it.
I think Shazam hit the height around like 2012, but it's a lost app. I think it's a lost app.
You know what's really cool is to go through your Shazam library every couple of months and be like, okay, what bangers have I like saved and then I put my phone away and I never came back to? It's like your own little mixtape every couple of months.
Yeah, first appearing in 2002.
Shazam?
The original users would call 2580 and held their phones to a speaker to identify songs, which was the first music identification service. And then the app debuted in 2008 in the iOS App Store.
Back in the day, you just used to call Scott. Everyone just called him directly. That was where the number went. And he would tell you the song and the artist. It was just him in his house. There was no company or anything. It was just a phone on the wall. That's who people were calling.
That's really good. Yeah, users would call 2580 and held their phones to a speaker. What's this song? And Scott on the other end would go, I think it's Fade to Black.
Yep.
Well, nice. Little River Band. I like that guy.
A lot of bangers.
And then other than that, I mean, it's been. Oh, I did want to bring this up. I just saw this. The Packers, according to Jeremy Fowler, This was 40 minutes ago.
Oh.
Are restructuring safety Xavier McKinney's contract for cap space.
Good.
Will convert his salary, $4.25 million, to a bonus.
Good for the Packers, shelling out that money.
Russ Ball, the first one to prove his contract extension, the worth of it. He's got the abacus, sliding the beads around, and he goes, I'll convert this to a signing bonus.
$1 million, an individual million for every dropped interception Xavier McKinney had last year. We'll just convert that over. Good for the Packers, though, because you can create cap space by converting money and paying it out. A lot of teams don't want to do it because then you have to pay that money out in cash, or you have to put it in escrow.
Thankfully, we have stock we could buy if they needed it.
Correct.
I always thought the cap was just pretend anyways. And every year, like the older you get, the more you realize it's just fake. It's just pretend. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
It's one step short of being completely fake.
Yeah.
But you're right in that if teams want to, we'll just convert your salary to a signing bonus and we'll pay it out.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's fake, but it's not.
If you really want to spend the money, you can find a way.
Exactly.
The salary cap here's and this is what we need to talk about with baseball too, Ebo. You know what the salary cap is? It's an excuse for cheap owners to not have to spend. That's what it is. The owners that want to try hard are always going to find a workaround, and the cheap owners are always going to find an excuse. The salary cap is a very nice excuse.
So what's that say about the Brewers? Because they won the most out of they won 97 games.
They just don't have any money. They're just poor. That's
what it is.
That's a very simple one.
Yeah.
Well, they don't need any excuses.
We're the working poor, says Mark Atanasio.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get to Nick Olson, line 1. Good morning.
What's up, perverts?
Market Plunger, hello.
Hey, am I going to see you tonight at Thorson
are
and
you
Heilbronn
coming
Market Plunger? I think so.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, I will be there.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I was thinking.
It's fun.
About not drinking today.
Boo.
What? Pardon?
I said I was thinking about not drinking. I don't know though.
No, come on. I would use a word for that, but I
rhymes with
you'd have
wussy.
to pay a fine.
Careful.
Yeah. So, but it's the thing about I laugh about Guard's son being a walk-on. He's not really a walk-on. I mean, technically he is, but who's paying Daddy?
Come on.
The UW, and then the daddy's paying the bill, right?
Not for a walk-on. Not for he's paying tuition. Sure.
Yes, and who's paying Gardo?
Well,
who pays
the
who?
UW.
Who made who?
I mean, so am I paying the tuition for every child of a government employee now? Like, come on, Market Plunger, where are we going to draw the line?
No,
here?
I mean not technically, but in theory, you're paying a portion of it. I mean,
okay.
You know,
got my tax
a
refund
penny of a
These are nice.
penny.
I might have to pay in.
But if I was Guard, I'd be like, hey, look, man, you may not give him a scholarship, but you're paying his tuition. It's not coming out of my account.
Right.
He could argue that, I bet.
This is a mean-spirited call, Market Plunger.
Yeah, let's end on a positive. Give me something
it's
positive.
not.
Give me something positive before I have to get to Nick Olson. Give me something
This
positive.
song is such a effing banger.
Positive? Do you want something positive? The Ayatollah's dead.
Market Plunger, we'll see you tonight, brother.
Yeah. Peace.
In theory, he's correct.
Yeah.
We can disagree on the means, but I think we can all agree on the end. He's not a good man.
I didn't expect that.
The Ayatollah's dead.
Maybe we'll see Marco Plunger tonight. Thorson and Heilbronn, Monks and Prairie. We'll see Grant Bills, I think.
That's what we said when Nate Reavers transferred out. The Ayatollah's dead.
Nick Olson joins us next week.
gypsy in their soul. They have a need to rock and roll. They always will. They're out there still. They're the night owls. Move on. There's a heart of a night owl calling to belong. She's crying in the night. Be strong. Find the heart of a night owl falling. Stay up till dawn, till the night is
You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Isaac Guard, the human victory cigar. Smoking on that guard pack. Nick Olson, Badgers 24/7, 24/7 Sports. Nick, what a moment. What a moment. Besides you at the Kohl Center every time, what a moment it was with Isaac Guard in front of Greg Guard hitting that three, eh, buddy?
Evo, good morning, brother. It really was pretty cool. I mean, the fact that it was right in front of him, that crowd pop. Obviously, he gets to get a little bit of an ovation as well. Really, really cool. Happy for him, and frankly, happy for the Guard family. You know, we haven't been shy about giving them praise, but really awesome people.
It really is. And how about the team right now? I mean, real quick, I got to ask you, brother, before we get in the good. Do you have an update on Nolan Winter? Everyone's asking. That's all I've been getting this whole show. What's up with Nolan Winter? How's Nolan Winter? Do we have an update on Nolan Winter?
Yeah, so I will give you some brief little quote here from Guard, and then kind of give you my unofficial read, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So he obviously says to us last night, another reporter asked a question, you know, we will know more tomorrow, meaning today. Early indications, hopefully we avoided the worst. We'll see how testing and evaluation stuff goes. We will know more tomorrow. He hasn't rolled that ankle before. We'll see. He was in decent spirits in the locker room. He's already doing treatment. We'll see what we learn tomorrow and then have a path forward. So that's from Guard, okay? I'm not a doctor. I have not sourced this. But my read, Ebo, is, look, there's a little bit of a shock when you, true athletes, you know, like yourself, you know, all of us have rolled our ankles in our life. And obviously, when you're playing that sport, when you're that big, that tall, coming down on it, like, I can't imagine the pain. So it's the opposite ankle that he had rolled. So I believe it was his right previously. Now it's his left. So there's a little bit of a shock factor there. He couldn't put a ton of weight on it, but I saw him at least try as he was walking off. I believe, again, just based on that and a little bit we've heard, maybe there's potential to have avoided a fracture. So then if so, that makes me think, okay, pretty bad roll, sprain, my read, and I actually have a couple physical therapists on our message board, which is awesome. Yes. You know, they said, hey, if you avoided that, probably won't play this weekend, maybe not Big Ten tournament, but would have a shot at coming back in like the round of 32 or so, if that's the case. I believe, knowing that kid and knowing this training staff, if he avoided a break, I believe personally he'll come back. I mean, he's just tough as nails and just bleeds his program, but we will see for sure.
Nick, okay, thanks for that, buddy. And more will be revealed, as they like to say around here. More will be revealed on all of it. But, hey, the team, outside of the Nolan Winter, and maybe we talk someone that could step up in his absence if that's the case, but how is the team playing as they enter in here? One more game. We got Purdue on Saturday, then the Big Ten tournament. How's the team vibing through your eyes, my friend?
Evo, I think really well. You know, people can point to that Oregon game, but outside of that, I think it's 3 wins. Yeah, 3 wins out of 4. I'm not somebody, we know I'm a positive person, but I won't just, you know, say things to say I'm like, I do feel like that Oregon game was okay because the team, they weren't riding too confidently, but like you need to learn how to kind of tweak and adjust some things on the fly. I think it was really important. Dominate Washington. Obviously, Maryland is simply not good, but they did what they were supposed to last night. The guys seem in great spirits. It was so good, Ebo, to see a game like that from Blackwell. Obviously, he scores 14, could have scored probably 20 to 24 if he needed to play more minutes and things like that. I feel really good. I think the team's in such a good spot that the only kind of question right now or worry is probably the Winter injury, right? So I think that's a good thing that's kind of the largest concern. I think you saw some of these younger guys get a little bit of a run, but I'm intrigued. And let's be honest, I mean, Purdue has lost, I think, 3 out of 5. They squeaked one out last night. Like, that's a very winnable game, even in a tough environment.
Yeah, Badgers, again, Maybe you could speak on how good Nick Boyd has been, or Braden Carrington. Like Greg Gard has been able to find in these seniors outside of Isaac Gard, but Greg Gard and his ability to find these guys in the transfer portal and bring them in, and how they're able to step up. How has it been covering a Boyd and a Braden Carrington coming on late, Nick?
Evo, it's been awesome, and I think that's something that gets underrated from Gard, not necessarily around Wisconsin, but nationally. Is really the way that he has had these huge impact transfers. And, like, okay, Boyd, we know, wasn't like a cheap investment, but like a lot of these finds, like Tanjay, Carrington, even Storr, like they weren't looked at as kind of a top-of-the-line player or transfer when they came in, right? And you plug them in this system, and if you put the work in, like, Gard will get you to the NBA, which is just really, really cool. I mean, even some of the guys in the G League right now that were here for a long time, like Klesmit, Crowell, I'm not sure you would have expected them to end up playing, pros here as quickly. So I think it's really impressive. Boyd has been just awesome, and I think the Carrington story is cool because Minnesota totally wrote him off. He put up some decent numbers at Tulsa, but it's Tulsa, obviously not necessarily known as a basketball powerhouse. And he's just doing it all. I think just stylistically, Ebo, one of the more fun players to watch in this group.
Yeah, no doubt. He's an entertainer, man. An entertainer for sure. Hey, when it comes to outside of the Big Ten tournament, March Madness, are we still in that 6, 7, 8 range? What are we thinking for a projected seed, Nick?
Yeah, so I'm at a 6, which I've said for weeks. I feel good about my kind of projections there. People I trust, basically say it'd be tough to get up to a 5. I think they'd need to win at Purdue and then get some help, some bad losses around conference time or maybe a huge run in Chicago. But I think as long as you don't take any bad losses, which would really only be, Evo, like losing that first Big Ten tournament game, then I think their floor right now is a 6. And I think that's terrific because we know early January, like people, even the Indiana game, people were kind of questioning if this team could make it to where they need to. And now, obviously, comfortably in, playing good basketball. I can't express how important it was to see Blackwell so aggressive and making the impact defensively because if Winter's back, if you have that big 3, they can beat anyone in the country.
Yeah. I can't wait for March Madness, brother. I can't wait. Hey, you going to West Lafayette on Saturday?
Absolutely. I won't miss a game the rest of the way, my friend.
You got a little spot in West Lafayette where you like to go get some grub at? Any good eats down there or what?
So, and don't tease. Don't take this the wrong way.
No teasing.
It's something. It's called something like Triple X or like XX or something like that. But it's just like a burgers, hot dogs,
Triple X
on the grill type of joint.
Triple X.
It is a family restaurant. Not sure why they picked the name, but it's a good spot. One of the better spots in West Lafayette.
oh, Guy Fieri was there.
You found it already.
It was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Put that on a bumper, dude. Yeah.
Triple XXX, and their root beer is crazy good.
Yeah, we're talking about the root beer right here, dude. This place looks straight fire, man. I might have to come with you, bro. Yeah, the Triple X root beer. Enjoy a frosty mug too. Original 1894 pure cane sugar recipe, rich with creamy, full body. Nick, I'm jealous, dude. All right, if you got room for one more, maybe if my wife lets me go. Hey, Nick.
You owe me an Indy road trip next year for sure.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah. Nick, when it comes to football, we got some football news. Tell the fine folks what happened there with the Bucky Ball football.
Yeah, so it's actually been quite an eventful last couple of days after maybe some quiet weeks. I would say, some of the largest news, new wideouts coach, right? Obviously, Jordan Reed heads to the Atlanta Falcons. So Ari Confessor, who was most recently with the Falcons, the Jaguars, and prior to that, Wake Forest. So he's coming in at wideouts coach. They've got a new special teams coordinator, Bob Ligoszewski, and then several guys either maybe added like a title or just kind of shifted around a little bit. For example, Matt Mitchell now, still outside linebackers, but associate head coach. Nate Letton, still tight ends, but assistant head coach. So really kind of some internal promotions, I would say there, and just kind of some reshifting of some of the support staff. So I think some good moves not shocking. I think the real surprise was just seeing Reed leave so quickly a couple weeks ago. But obviously he did a phenomenal job. The NFL, of course, is a great level, and now we'll see. I think that is most of the staffing changes that we'll see. We've even got Pro Day tomorrow, Evo.
Oh, yeah, Pro Day is tomorrow. Be on the lookout for celebs there, okay? Like if there's like a JJ, like any Watt brothers, be on the lookout for celebs besides yourself. So if you look in the mirror, that's you, Nick. That's the biggest celebrity. I have a listener wanted a question. Question for Olsen. Do Badgers have any wide receivers for Colton Joseph?
Yes. So it is going to be, to me, that is one of the biggest groups where you're going to just look for competition. I've said that about O-line. I've said it about corners. Like, there might not be that clear number one coming in that you knew with, say, Will Pauling a couple years ago, Vinny Anthony a year or two ago. So, like, there will have to be players that really step up. But I've really liked Eugene Hilton. Obviously, they got some transfers that I've heard have done a nice job so far that are expected to really make an impact. I'm trying to think who else I would say just I comfortably really see kind of in that upper echelon. So Zion Kearney, he's a blazing speed type of guy, so he'll be in the mix. Tyrell Henry isn't coming back not to play, so he will certainly get looks at slot. And then it's a little bit more competition. Shamar Rigby, Jalen DiMaggio, I believe that's how it's exactly pronounced, Malachi Coleman. So I'm not going to say all those guys are proven. That wouldn't be, clear cut. But there are opportunities, Ebo, which makes it kind of fun. New coach now coming in that didn't recruit these guys. He's got kind of the blank slate.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for answering that question, Nick. We appreciate that. And last thing for you, brother, here. Let's see. I did a little digging for diners, drive-ins, and dives. They've been there. Guy Fieri's been there 2 times now. The first one in 2007. The second time just 6 months ago. Nick, so the Triple X Family Diner is popping, dude. The show's been around long enough. It's almost 20 years that he's circled around and went back to West Lafayette for it. And
Evo,
yeah.
You can count on 2 things in this life, man. I'll work hard, and with food, I don't mess around. You know that.
No, I know. Let's see here. Still cranking out classics with a twist, like outrageous sausage gravy burgers, plus sweet and tangy tenders and biscuits with that root beer. Nick, make sure you take a picture and send it to me or something, okay?
Let's hope they're just sticking to cranking out that type of stuff, all right?
Yeah, and not cranking out other things when it comes to Triple X, Nick, we love you, buddy.
Appreciate you, brother.
Badgers 24/7, 24/7 Sports, The Real Nick Olsen on Twitter. Have fun, man. Send me a pic of the food. See you, buddy.
You bet.
Yeah. See you, man.
See you soon.
Nick Olsen. Nick Olsen. I'm hungry, man. I could eat. We'll come right back.
I'm crossing the line. You're crossing the line. The whole damn system crossing the line. Who cares? Maybe you don't understand what I'm talking about.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Grant, welcome back, Grant.
Sorry to invite myself in.
No. Please, you know my policy. Any and all are welcome. Except, what was with Kate yesterday? She seemed like a bump on a log. I don't know why you just come in here to just sit, stare at your phone. You can do it in your office.
That's true.
Add some value to the show, at least. Anyways, speaking of value, line one, what are you adding to the show? Good morning.
Good morning. I always add good content to this great show. This is the Big Panhandle.
The big Panhandle. What's going on, Big Panhandle?
Yeah. This is also known as Doug.
Yeah, hey, Dougie.
Shano.
Doug and Shano, the Big Panhandle, hangs to the left a little bit. What's going on, dude?
Yep. I've come to terms after watching the game, and last night I was thinking that, you know what, we live and die by the three-pointer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that Nolan Winter. You know what I mean? Like, if our guards play good, you know, I was pretty butthurt when he went down, but I'm like, you know what? We live and die by the three, you know what? And that's how we're going to beat the big teams, the good teams. So, you know, that's all I got.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
The Big Panhandle, hasn't it been fun though? Haven't you
been
having
fun,
a good time?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's.
Hey, what'd you do last night?
Huh?
What'd you do last night?
I'm at North Star. I just got my plate of omelet. I got an omelet.
You're calling us?
You know,
where are you calling us from? From a diner?
North Star Casino.
Oh, nice, dude. So
Yeah.
you're in the casino right now eating, what's your breakfast?
Omelet. Sausage,
Omelet.
bacon, and cheddar cheese omelet.
Oh, what's your breakfast? Omelet.
Pretty good. Hey, Grant.
Yes.
On my way back from Minneapolis last week, I was listening to John Mayer, and I rediscovered a song that I love, and I forgot about it. Something Like Olivia.
Oh, banger. Just outstanding.
Banger.
Outstanding song.
That is
Very
it is a
simple.
banger.
And very simple. He didn't overthink that one. Well, he didn't overthink that whole record, but that song especially.
I'm going to be honest. I need to get into John Mayer. I've never really gotten into John Mayer.
Yeah, I love him because of his blues music. I love blues music, and he's a blues guy. People don't think of him as blues, but he is.
No, I think of him as Your Body is a Wonderland, which I know is wrong. Which I know is.
I mean, banger.
Well,
so.
but yeah. Are you hungover?
Huh? No.
Oh, okay.
I got allergies.
Oh, yeah, that's what I say too.
But yeah.
Well, Big Panhandle.
That's all I got.
Big Panhandle. More will be revealed on Nolan Winter, and right now strap in for the 3 barrage from the Badgers. Okay.
I know. We live and die by it. You know what? If we go down losing because we can't hit them, you know what? That's how we
Might
want.
as well empty the clip if you're going down. You know? All right, brother. Much love.
Exactly.
See ya.
Much love. Later.
The Big Panhandle right there.
That's a great nickname.
I think I've never heard him refer to himself as that.
The Big Panhandle.
But I think we're going with that from now on. The Big Panhandle. The Big Panhandle, by the way, will be at Gregapalooza.
Oh, word.
Well, word. Grant?
At last. What song is this? Don't tell me, actually.
No, you'll know. Once the strings give way to the guitar. A little hand picking there. That bass. The backbone bumping along. Little River Band. Oof.
Little bongos in the background.
Oof. Hey, what's your breakfast? Omelet.
Yeah. Omelet.
Omelet.
It's like he's speaking with one of those, like at the bank.
Omelet.
In one word, tell me what you're calling about. Omelet. Account number. Yeah, I always struggle with this.
Dude, my wife's those like one word things. She'll start saying like, "Well, I need to do this." I'm like, Jenny.
God.
I'm like, no. Just give it. You're
representative.
Yeah, just scream representative a bunch. You're at the diner. Hey, what would you like for breakfast? Omelet.
Omelet.
Omelet. Omelet. All right. Well, see you guys tomorrow. Bill Michaels next. Thorson and Halper tonight, live from Monks and Summer.
Can't wait. Wow.
Beer. See you guys tomorrow.